Sears has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Britt Beamer with America's Research Group says he can't see Sears successfully emerging from Chapter 11.
It's just a matter of days, weeks, or months before Sears is totally gone.
Sears plans to close about 1 in 5 of its remaining stores in a bid to stay afloat. As demand for small business increases, so do their selling prices.
BizBuySell.com, an online marketplace for small businesses, counted 2,685 closed sales of companies during the third quarter. That's up nearly 4% from a year earlier. It's a sign that owners are reaping the rewards of keeping companies lean and healthy since the recession. The companies sold had a median sales price of $249,000, up nearly 11% from a year earlier.
Correspondent Jeremy House. Paul Allen, who co-founded Microsoft with his childhood friend Bill Gates before becoming a billionaire, who invested in conservation, space travel, and professional sports, died Monday at the age of 65. This is townhall.com.
Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with Diathrive. Diathrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, Diathrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. Diathrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. Diathrive.com. That's D-I-A, thrive.com.
This is Tim Barton from Wall Builders with another moment from American history. After the final victory at Yorktown, the Continental Army awaited the outcome of peace negotiations with Great Britain. Pastor Israel Evans, a chaplain in the Army, proposed to George Washington that they build a structure where church services could be held during the months of waiting. Washington approved the plan and urged his officers to ensure that the soldiers attended service. Pastor Evans further knew, if we were to secure the liberties they had fought for, sound education would be crucial. He declared, every parent and every friend to the freedom of his country ought to be attentive to the improvement of our youth in the principles of freedom and good government. And then the people will stand fast in their liberty for a long time. Our schools today need to return to teaching the principles of freedom and good government in order for America to survive and prosper. For more information about Pastor Israel Evans and other colonial patriots, go to wallbuilders.com.
Hey guys, Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Are you tired of the bar scene, hoping to find the love of your life? Well, there is a better way for you single guys and ladies out there. Check out wethepeople.dating. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out wethepeople.dating for the love of people and people of love. Sign up and start dating today. Wethepeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
The mothership has landed.
I will not stand by and let them attack her. That's not going to happen. I, Doc Thompson, will defend her today on the...
Wait, who are you talking about?
My Native American sister, Elizabeth Warren. I'm tired of them attacking her. She is brave, and she doesn't have any reservations about her trail to Pennsylvania Avenue.
Right.
They have savagely attacked her, Brad.
I see what you did there.
And she's not red-faced. She is not red-faced at all. Nay, it is you and other deniers like Trump who should be embarrassed. I mean, I say she's justified to sue.
Are you...
I mean, don't judge her until you've walked a mile in her moccasins, Brad.
Are you done yet?
Her focus is becoming commander-in-chief.
Are you done?
No, I'm not done. I'm just getting started in defending my sister. Her plan is a patchy one at best, but her motivations are pure. It's not about feathering her own nest. Nope, it's not.
Wow.
Next to her, all other candidates pale.
Wow.
Face her and you will lose.
Yeah, right. I see what you
know this. Know this. There will be no smoking of the peace pipe. Nay, there will be no broken arrows until she is president.
Now are you finished?
Fire, water. I got nothing else. That's it.
Wow. She
engine.
As in trains. No, you mean engine.
That's what I meant. That's right.
She's not very Native American.
What are you talking about?
She's
As Native American as you come if you're a white lady from Massachusetts.
This pen has more Native American DNA in it than Elizabeth
So
Warren.
it's 1,023rd.
This is actually
Native American.
This is 1,019th.
So Elizabeth Warren could be 1,024th Native American.
Yep.
Wow. I mean,
There could be.
I mean,
She's a.
how did she ever get off the reservation?
I
don't
know, right?
I mean, look at how she broke out.
Why she should be wearing a papoose?
I mean, the path that has been, against her the entire way, the way everything has been stacked against her. It's amazing she was able to break free.
She has a collection of scalps somewhere in her house.
It's so funny that they are using this as proof. See, she was right.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember, she claimed to be 132nd Native American. And
now you're just nitpicking. 132nd, 1,024th. They're so close that I can see how someone would get confused.
See, but 132nd is a little bit bigger.
It just doesn't sound bigger, but it's just a smidge bigger.
It's a smidge bigger. Well, we'll see how much larger it is. So, I'll tell you what, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay you that $100 I owe you, okay? Actually, I'm just going to give you 1,024th of that $100 I owe you, okay? Is that okay? Here you go.
Yep.
Here's a dime. You owe me a penny. Okay? So that's 9 cents is
Wait a minute. How much does the president owe her?
$1 million. So it's 1,000.
Right,
I think he would say he would pay her $1 million, right?
Yeah.
And so he owes her $976.
Is that 1,024th of a million?
1,024th of a million. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to fill up your pickup truck. We did some good work and drove a couple hours yesterday. So you got a 16-gallon truck, 4-gallon fill that thing. You know what? I'm just going to give you 1,024th of a fill up because, I mean, it's practically the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So here's a nickel. You owe me like a fraction of a penny.
Yes,
but just go ahead and keep it there.
I'll keep it
because that's it.
The change. She.
I mean, 1,024th. That's
she must
practically the whole thing.
And she must have trouble with the English language. I mean, not being
how.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. It's troubling that. And you wanted me to work that whole day for you, 24 hours straight. But I mean, 1,024th is almost the entire thing. So I'll give you about a minute and a half worth of work because that's 1,000.
That's almost the whole day. So you're suggesting that she may have been exaggerating?
Yeah, 1,024th of something is really small. It's not a lot.
Tiny.
The best they say is 1/64th. That's the best that they could come up with, and that's still
even
a fraction of her 1/32nd. 1/32nd of something is not a lot.
No.
I mean, to say I'm by the way, Doc Thompson, 1/32nd Native American. I used to joke about that 10 years before Elizabeth Warren said it seriously. That's what I had always heard. Same thing with my dad's great-grandmother or something was supposedly Native American.
I'm an 8th. Algonquin.
Can you, like the shoe?
No, like the Indian. Algonquin. That was Pocahontas.
Like
time,
the
actually.
Hotel?
The Algonquin Hotel.
Your people founded that?
Yep.
Can you document this, Lizzie?
I need to take the DNA test. My dad's grandmother.
It's very difficult. You've got to study weeks and weeks for it.
I'm
serious. You will fail miserably.
I'll be in the TP.
Maybe she didn't study for it. Whatever.
I think
Learn
that's
a few
probably
more
what
terms.
it was.
Something like this. Liz. I need you to say firewater a couple times, okay?
You need to be able to build the wigwam within 5 minutes. If there are any pieces left over, you fail. That's a tough one because you have to get the sticks in the ground just right.
Some of us joked about this, and she put it out there seriously, and now is defending herself based on the 1,024th. So she supposedly had a DNA test done, and I say supposedly because there's some questions about this. Now, the guy she cites who interpreted the test or looked at it, whatever, is some award-winning blah-bitty-blah. He knows. Okay, God, that's fine. But she wouldn't say first of all, she refused to take the test. And then all of a sudden, she was willing to put this out there. Okay, that seems odd and interesting. And finally is willing to release this information once it shows there is something in there. That Tonto was in the wood pile maybe a couple hundred years ago. Right? That's really what it's
Tonto is in the wood pile.
That's what it is. And this goes back to the 1700s.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance, yeah. Hundreds of years. Okay. Can you get something from this century, Liz? How about the last century or the century before that? But okay.
Such a nitpicker.
And so she's hanging on to this thing, right? And why did she suddenly release the information? She refused to say whether or not she has taken any other DNA tests.
Right.
Or if her siblings have taken any other DNA tests. Meaning, she took one and was like, okay, we're sure that there might be some. Okay, good. That's good. Then I'll go ahead and do this one publicly, so I'm cool, right?
Yep.
Or her siblings did. So this is it. But they said overwhelmingly, she's just an old white lady. That's all this is.
She's very disappointed. She wanted all this out of here. She wanted all. That's why that had to have been why she let it out so soon.
Right. Exactly. Now, the Cherokee Nation, although she is clinging to this 1024th, although she's clinging to that, the Cherokee Nation is like, no, you're not.
Get off the reservation, lady.
Right. They dismissed the idea that you could test for her tribal affiliation because she claimed she was Cherokee.
Right.
So they're like, well, first of all, the test is sketchy itself, the DNA test. But to say you're Cherokee, there's no way you could test for that with DNA.
And not only that, it's about the lifestyle. It's about living.
Right.
It's
she lives that lifestyle.
Oh yeah, she's gone through all the trials and tribulations.
Making clay pots, hunting buffalo, and selling beads. She's down there.
She's been forced onto a chunk of land. To live.
She claims that she was connected to Cherokee, Delaware tribes of the Cherokee Nation. They said a DNA test is, and this is their release statement, is useless to determine tribal citizenship. Current DNA tests do not even distinguish whether a person's ancestors were indigenous to North or South America. Sovereign tribal nations set their own legal requirements for citizenship. And while DNA tests can be used to determine lineage, such as paternity to an individual, it is not evidence for tribal affiliation. Using a DNA test to lay claim to any connection to a Cherokee Nation or any tribal nation, even vaguely, is inappropriate and wrong, they said. They said it makes a mockery out of DNA tests and its legitimate uses, while also dishonoring legitimate tribal governments and their citizens whose ancestors are well documented and whose heritage is proven. Senator Warren is undermining tribal interests with her continued claims of tribal heritage.
That, in short, she's an idiot.
Right. I mean,
an offensive idiot.
That is a massive smackdown. That's not like a, whoa.
From her people.
Right.
From her peeps.
Her people have turned on her.
They're going to run her out of town on a rail. They will target you.
This is a major rebuke, mind you, from probably progressive people. The people that run the reservations like this are pretty progressive. And if they're smacking her down that much, it's again the conflicting of progressive ideas and people.
They just want her gone.
She responded by said she never tried to claim tribal affiliation or citizenship.
Wait a minute.
Yes, she did.
Yes,
she absolutely did. That's right.
I mean, that was the whole thing.
That's exactly it.
Is she delusional?
Yes, absolutely. So there you go.
There's
Elizabeth Warren, all set today.
Our future presidential candidate, Elizabeth Warren.
Obama's former campaign manager, Jim Messina, not of Loggins and Messina, a different guy, criticized her for throwing for this whole thing. And you go, wow, that's great. Somebody on the left, a Democrat, criticizing her, but he criticized her because she could hurt the midterms. That's his. Again, the progressive, he should be smacking her down saying, how dare you do this to Native Americans, right?
Yes, and isn't this the ultimate cultural appropriation, which
exactly.
they all scream about?
And he's not concerned about that. He's concerned about what they're always concerned about, her motivations as well.
Yep.
Getting elected.
Uh-huh.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of MoJo. MoJo 50.
Have you done it? You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror?
I'm one of those people you don't want to see naked.
Yeah, most of us. But I mean, you look and you're going, what the?
I know.
How did I get to whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. Hey there, it's Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs to tell you about a different way to shed those pounds. This is brand new tech. It's only been around for a couple of years or so. It was based on research from the University of California that said there's a molecule called OEA that's found naturally in your body. It produces it in the Mediterranean diet, that when taken in concentrated amounts, it will actually make you feel fuller and boost your metabolism.
I've lost about 10 pounds so far.
It's amazing.
It
Now,
really is cool.
A company said, we can take this to market and make this great product that'll help you. It's called RiduZone, RIDUZone.com, RIDUZone.com. Brad's worked. It's worked for Brad's, worked for me, countless other people. Go to riduzone.com and try today. You're going to love it. Riduzone.com. Remember that, RIDUZone.com. Dating today with all the crazies out there has to be nuts.
Yes, it really would. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a place you could go to find people who think like you do?
Like me, like libertarians and conservatives?
Right?
There is. WeThePeople.dating.
Amazing. What a genius idea. This is a site that you can go to if you're single and you are looking for somebody who you know you're going to think the same way, as for from a political freedom standpoint. If you want to date the right person for you, you'll find them in one place. WeThePeople.dating.
The Adrian Slade Show.
The polling shows it is swaying for the right in the midterms because of this hack job. But we can't let that energy die down, because the left is doing everything it can to energize its base. It's going to tech companies, having you register straight through Twitter, straight through Facebook. It's got it straight through Google. You've got HBO out there putting out commercials to vote, and they do so with a slant towards the Me Too movement. And now they're digging deep into culture. They're getting into the Marvel Universe.
My first time, everybody clapped afterwards.
I mean, I didn't know how to do it.
Where to put it, where to slide it in.
Did it. I voted. Voting is so hard.
And the fact that they're doing this with sexual innuendo is ridiculous. I mean, hey, baby, let me shove my ballot in your box. Look, when I'm shading that bubble with my pencil, I don't draw outside the lines. I might bust a sticker on your chest.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us, our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com, use promo code DOC, and get 15% off your purchase. That's neverforgottenapparel.com.
Hey guys, it's Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Everyone lives with a little bit of pain, but living with diabetes can be a real pain. While you may have to test your blood sugar and take insulin, ordering your testing supplies shouldn't be one more pain you have to deal with. At least it's not when you work with DiaThrive. DiaThrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to your home when you need them. Gone are the days of visiting multiple stores to find the right strips, waiting in long lines to purchase your supplies, or sorting through your insurance requirements to figure out what they cover. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, DiaThrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. DiaThrive saves you time and money. Plus, they're pretty fun to work with, too. So why don't you give DiaThrive a chance to show you there's a better way to manage your diabetes? They're so convinced that you'll love their service that they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code MATT, that's M-A-T-T, at checkout. Be sure to head out to the web right now and check these guys out. It's diathrive.com.
Hi there, it's Doc Thompson along with Brad Staggs. Live on MoJo 50. Appreciate you joining us. If you want to be a part of the broadcast, join us with a communique. Communicate with us across social media platforms.
Tough
Got the
room.
Twitter.
Tough room.
The
Tough
Twitter,
room.
the Facebook, and also MeWe, as we're continuing to set that up. So I think we're using a chat for it.
Yeah, there's a chat
We're still
format
we're still figuring out the format of them, but submit it. We'll have it in the next day or so.
We'll get there.
I mean, it's new, so we're all trying to figure it out together. But please sign up for a MeWe account. It's me as in me, we as in we together. It's MeWe.com. Sign up for one and we'll include those. But use the hashtag along the way. What I learned today.
Phyllis Weinstein over on Facebook. I have my DNA results. I have less than 2% Native American DNA. I guess I can be president too.
Yep, you're all set.
Yeah.
That's it. You're done. You're ready to go.
That's all you really need.
You know what? I would go to the casino today and just set up shop. Just get the hell out of here. Get off my land.
Clearly, like college, employment, vocation, driver license, and IQ test, DNA tests are designed by and for white men, said Donna.
Ah, there it is. Thank you, Donna. Thank you.
Good. And she provides a good example. Testes.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
Coincidence?
You nailed it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. Black Suit Larky Fargan. Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of Native Americans are thanking their God that the DNA test can't determine tribal heritage.
Hey, listen, guys, she's not with us. No. We got to slap this down. I know she's bat crap crazy progressive like we are.
Who gave her the headdress? Who gave her the headdress? Take it back. Take it back. And by the way, Wisconsin Jackal, thank you for doing the math. 1/1024th is point in decimal form 0.0009765,625.
Thank you.
It's very
Thank
little.
you. Knowing the answer doesn't help me any. But
so
President Trump was asked about her Native Americanism,
and he gave a diplomatic answer.
What about the money that you told her you would?
You mean if she gets the nomination in a debate where I was going to have her tested? I'll only do it if I can test her personally. Okay, that will not be something I enjoy doing either.
Wow. 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 How will he secure that sample of DNA?
Wow, that is not something I will enjoy doing, just so you. This is how rumors get started. I just want you to know. I'm not looking to.
I don't want to swab her cheek.
I don't want that, and I don't want her to come at me with a hashtag #MeToo claim today. I'm just saying, until I'm there part of it, I don't know if there's anything funny going on with this.
Wow.
He just like,
wow.
Seriously, I would, if I was him, I would bust out $100 bill, because the math was under 1,024th of $1 million. That's what he promised her. Yeah. Is whatever we see, $978, something like that. I'd take $100 bill and I'd put it out. I'd make a big display of it today.
Oh, he probably will.
Or you get one of those giant checks made out to $978.
Yep.
Or no, you make it out to, what did I say, 978? Yeah, I'm sorry, just under $1,000. Yes. Excuse me, I said 100. Yeah. Make it out to $1,000. And just say, go ahead and keep the change.
You're the big winner.
That's right. But and I would get an obnoxiously big one, even bigger than normal. And here you go.
Are you suggesting that the President of the United States would go over the top in something like this?
I'm suggesting he should. I don't know if he would. I think he would, but he needs. Do not let this go, Donnie.
No.
Because she's running. This is 2020. That's all this is. The reason she released it now, just weeks before the midterm, is she's not concerned about the midterm elections. Personally.
No.
So what is she doing? She wants this as far away from 2020 as possible. Remember, when President Obama decided to run, here's what you have to do when you get to that level, because you were under the ultimate scrutiny when you announce. They go through your past, and you have to have the conversation with a dude or two. Yeah. And you tell them everything you've ever done wrong. This is because you need to make sure this stuff does not surprise. They need to take care of this before it surprises anybody.
Yep.
So Obama went and told them all this stuff. And a couple weeks before he announced, a couple of dudes showed up at Cambridge and paid off his parking tickets that he racked up in college and never paid.
Yeah.
They scrub everything. So she wants this out of the way. She's doing it as far away from 2020 as she can. She obviously just in the past few months officially decided to run within her camp. And they said, release this now because it'll even be caught up in the midterms.
But even though it's released now, you can guarantee that it will become a big old meme issue.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to go away. No, it'll still be out there. But she's trying
that's old news.
Right, exactly. She's trying to do what she can to take care of it. If I'm Trump, I do not let this thing go. I'm out there. I can continue to call her Pocahontas and Liawatha, and I put out that, here it is. Here's your $1,000, Lizzie. And then I would claim to be 1024th Fiddler Crab or something. You just put it out there. Shoot me, I'm a Fiddler Crab. Element Mattress is a proud sponsor of your Daily Mojo and Mojo 50, and we really appreciate you supporting our sponsors, because without them, we're going to go away real soon. But fortunately, a lot of people have seen the potential, mojo50.com, and already seen the results we've had with the number of people that are sampling us and enjoying the broadcast all across various social media outlets and also other broadcast outlets.
You haven't lived until you've sampled us.
Oh, sampling up is fantastic.
We're better than the mall sample.
Element Mattress has a deal for you right now to show you how serious they are, and they have never offered anything even remotely close to this when it comes to a discount.
This is amazing.
I talked to Bruce at Element Mattress just a couple days ago. A 50% discount. This is going to hurt them. This is going to cut in to them being able to operate their business. But they know, number one, if you try the Element Mattress, you are going to be a customer for life. It is that good. Number two, that you will likely tell your friends and family. And number three, they want you to sign up because it helps us. So go to elementmattress.com. It is a 100-night sleep guarantee. Try it for 100 nights. You don't like it? Send it back. Done. Full refund. You're good to go. Plus, they're going to give you a lifetime warranty on top of that. Free delivery. So when you go to the website, elementmattress.com, the prices, I mean, this is a serious, high-quality, top-of-the-line mattress you're going to get here. But the price is just cut them in half. Boom, if you use the promo code MoJo50 when you order.
Don't skimp on a bed. You don't want to buy a cheap bed. I mean, it's the cliche. You spend a third of your life in bed. Well, you know what you do? You spend at least a third of your life.
Well, and their Element Copper mattress has those copper ions, so it's antibacterial, antifungal. It kills dust mites. This is uber high quality. Just go to elementmattress.com, but remember the promo code MoJo50 when you check out. MoJo50.
50% off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's insane.
All right, get the communiques in, and we'll share some more of those coming up. It's at Doc Thompson Show, at Real Brad Staggs, and at Mojo50 Radio on Twitter. Please follow us on all social media platforms.
High capacity, fully automatic, large caliber, freedom. Mojo 50. The Conservative Cartel.
I'm going to say something here. I think I pissed off a couple people on Friday. I don't like Susan Collins. I don't like Jeff Flake. And I don't like Lindsey Graham. They are rhinos. Now, I'm going to give credit where credit is due because these people stepped up. And by the way, Benny Johnson over at the Daily Caller, he had a video of Lindsey Graham flat street balling. And it was funny. I can't play it on the air because little curse words. But he's the mother effer, B.I.G. is the song playing in the background as he is just waving off a protester. John McCain died and left Lindsey Graham his balls. I mean, good Lord, it happened. I like this Lindsey Graham. I like Lindsey Graham with balls. I mean, I don't know what that got into that dude's Wheaties.
Well, you heard what he said on the news this morning.
Oh, he's going after the other side now.
He said, I've never campaigned against any of my fellow senators, but that's all changed now.
I'm telling you, John McCain dies, and Lindsey Graham found his balls. Hey guys, Matt Locke, the Conservative Cartel. I'd like to take a minute and tell you about a new weight loss product that's instantly becoming part of the Mojo 50 family. It was launched by a Dallas area company who had taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. A 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened, and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. One Ridgezone client, Sarah, recently lost over 100 pounds. While she looks amazing, she has been struggling every day with cravings. Now that she's taking Ridgezone, she says it's so much easier to control her appetite and she's not thinking about food all day. Ridgezone contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to ridgezone.com, RIDUZONE.com, and enter the code MATT, M-A-T-T. That's Ridgezone, RIDUZONE.com.
There's a better way to meet people without having to suffer through all the crazies. Weed out all the nutty people with WeThePeople.dating. That's WeThePeople.dating. It's easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
Doc Thompson, MoJo 50.
25-year-old man in the UK carrying out a solo sex act outside the police station again. A witness saw Benjamin Dankin staring at St. Mary's Wharf police station. Just standing there, staring at the police station, just standing. The witness told him, "Stop it or I'm going to call the cops." A while later, the witness spotted him again. Damn it, I told that guy to stop touching himself.
And he didn't. He's still doing it.
He's still doing it. Steve, go out and tell him to stop that. Go out there and just whack him.
No.
Whack him right. Whack.
You don't want it.
What?
No, you don't want it. He already is. So
jerk him right out of that front of the police.
No. It's again, you're being redundant. Speak to him firmly.
I don't think that.
No,
that's not going to work either.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because it feels good.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
Couple of cool events to tell you about. First of all, Black Friday. We are in this for you. Part of the reason we're building this platform is because we want to help people do a little bit of good in the world. If I was simply just about making money, oh my gosh.
You're doing it wrong.
I know I could have chosen so many other paths.
Yes.
I mean, many legal paths, many criminal paths.
Yep.
All of them to make more money than this.
You could have opened a coffee
lucrative
shop.
Business. I could just work minimum wage somewhere.
Go to Walmart.
3-4 hours a week and make more money. But I did this because I enjoy entertaining. We enjoy what we do and lampooning the news and topical information.
The way we can make a difference.
Right, but also a platform we can do a little bit of good. And we want to have a little bit of fun with our friends. Those are our three passions here, our goals here at MoJo 50. It's have a little fun on the radio with friends, make some money because we have obligations, and 3, do a little bit of good in the world. So when we do good with this, we're going to help you out, whether it's charitable organizations and causes and giving you a platform and a voice, but also businesses. I'm so passionate about capitalism, and unfortunately, we've defended capitalism over the past 5, 10, whatever years from the social justice warriors. When they're out there and you're like, no, capitalism's good. And you're like, no, screw that. I'm not defending capitalism anymore. I'm going to promote capitalism. It doesn't need defense. It just needs people to remind people how good it is, the good that capitalism has done.
That's what Building America has been all about. All highlighting and focusing on all the businesses and the little guy who is struggling out there to make ends meet because it's tough.
Capitalism has freed so many people from poverty. They would have you believe that it's put people in poverty. No, every other system out there leaves people in poverty. Whatever system you're born into, you are likely, almost guaranteed to stay into. At least in capitalism, you have pathways out. Sometimes you're just fortunate, you're lucky. It's the Lucky Lineage Club, we'll say it in a nice way.
Yeah, but luck is
Lucky Heritage Club.
Preparedness meeting opportunity.
Right. Well, and then there is you just being able to work hard, being smart, finding a way. But at least there are those opportunities. So on Black Friday, we're going to give you free commercials. You have a business, something you need to promote, has to be you or yours, an official representative. It can't just be somebody who, I love those sneakers, I'm going to talk about them. It's got to be your business or somebody the business is designated to talk about it. But on Black Friday, we're going to open up the phone lines for a 12-hour marathon and just promote businesses across the board. I've done this the past few years for 2-3 hours at a time. But we're going to just blow it wide open on our platform here, MoJo 50, and Spoonie.com as well, our food platform.
What if they don't want to talk on the phone? What if they have a phobia of calling? Could they just come by? I mean,
yeah, they can come by. We're going to have sort of an open house here as well. We hope that local businesses or anybody who will be in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex on Black Friday register at the website, which we'll have more information up in the next week or so. But just spread the word now. And if you're just a casual listener and you're like, well, I don't have a business, I don't know, it is going to be a ball. Brad and I will be in here. Chef Patrick, Matt Locke will be in here. Ron Phillips will be here as well from the Conservative Cartel. It is going to be a circus, a party of, just fun. Here's the thing. We have several alcohol businesses who've registered to come in, and I think they picked coming in real early, too. If they bring samples, well, it's going to be fun on the radio.
I got drunk on the radio once early in my career. It was for the drunk driving thing. Yeah, it was to prove how much alcohol you drank before you were.
Oh yeah, did you do the little test?
Oh yeah.
How'd that work for you?
That was I've got the video of it somewhere. It's pretty funny.
Do you remember the WKRP version when Johnny Fever and Venus Flytrap get drunk on the air?
Oh, that's right.
So the idea was you get drunk on the air and then they test you to show your reflexes. And okay, here you are with one drink and you can see your reflexes diminished by so much, so on and so forth. Of course, Venus Flytrap, his gets slower and slower, but Johnny Fever's get faster. When he was stone cold sober, the guy's like, go. And you have to hit the buzzer like this or the bell.
Yeah.
And it's like, stone cold sober is like 7 seconds. What? Wait, now? Oh.
So we'll see how we do on Black Friday.
We'll see. The good news is we have Ron Phillips here, and he's responsible. We'll see.
Stone cold Ron.
That's a stone cold Ron Phillips.
Exactly.
All right, that's Black Friday, so pay attention to that. Also, coming up, what is it, a week from Saturday, the 20th of October?
Or
is that this Saturday?
That would be this Saturday.
Oh, that's this Saturday.
Yeah, that's why I've got the stogie in my mouth right now. It's the annual Texas Cigar and Spirits Tasting. It's happening in Fort Worth from 5:30 to 9:30. At the heart of the ranch at Clear Fork. So if you're in this area, even if you're not in this area, you can get here. This is going to be quite an event. The Cigar Vixen is going to be here. These tickets, didn't they say they'd almost sold out, Ron?
Yeah, they were really selling well.
They were surprised how fast these were going.
Yeah, and they're not inexpensive per se. I mean, they're worth it. From what I understand.
Yeah, but it's not like $2 at the door or anything.
No, not at all.
But it's worth it because there's
going to be tastings. There's it's cigar and spirits.
Well,
both of those are.
They blatantly say you're going to leave with hundreds of dollars worth of,
Yeah, they're going to be handing cigars out and stuff, and
look, they want to keep out the riffraff,
and that's
right.
fine.
I don't blame them. I don't want to hang out with riffraff.
No.
Have you ever been to this place where it's at?
I have not.
Look at it on the satellite image.
See, when
you're saying.
Oh yeah, the Clear Fork Ranch is legit, right? Yeah, and both of those things, cigar and spirits, to be done right. If you're getting a good cigar, good spirits, not cheap.
No,
not cheap.
Having a good time.
Anyways, that's Saturday. Where can they get more information?
Cigarandspirits.com is the website. Get your tickets now. Cigarandspirits.com. It's going to be a hoot.
A video was released, I believe, yesterday. It was a video that was recorded a year ago. And finally, the person who recorded this video released it just because they believe it can do some good in the world. A very personal video.
Okay.
That person is Alyssa Milano.
Oh, boy. Dear Elizabella, hello. It's your mommy, and I wanted to make you a little video because I'm sitting in my trailer in Atlanta, and I miss you so much. And I wanted to just do this for you.
It's a little video diary to her daughter, Isabella.
How old's your daughter?
Her daughter's a baby right now,
okay.
1, 2, some very, very young.
Okay.
So she released this just because she just wanted to do it. So she recorded the video, a very personal and private thing, a year ago, and then decided she would just put this out there to do good in the world. It's not self-serving at all, nothing like that. And
she would never do that. That is not Alyssa Milano's
No,
style.
and you could tell because, I mean, you know, how she addresses her. Hey, it's me, your mom. See, I would think.
It's me, Alyssa Milano, your mother.
Your mother. You may recognize me from such films as, from such television shows as Charmed. Or who's the boss? Okay, listen.
Dear Elizabella, hello. It's your mommy, and I wanted to make you a little video because I'm sitting in my trailer in Atlanta, and
It's almost like she knew other people would hear this, and she wanted to say, Isabella, it's your mommy, so they would understand the characters. It's almost. I'm just saying it. Well, it's probably a good thing she said that, because now having released it, not knowing she would, we all understand it a little bit better then. So here she is. She's sitting on the set of some production in her little trailer, and she's just speaking into the camera. And this is a little more detail on why she released this here.
Thank you so much. And I wanted to just do this for you. Today is January 18th, 2018. And Donald Trump is our president. Crazy. And more importantly than that, women everywhere are sharing their stories of sexual harassment and assault. And they're saying phrases like, me too, blah, 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 and time's up. And I don't expect you to understand this, obviously, right now, because you're...
Okay.
I don't expect you to understand
this
sexual assault
right now, but I know that you would likely see this in the future.
And then,
so I wouldn't have to say understand
it.
this. Right, exactly. Wow. You'll see this in the future. You'll be able to find it on YouTube.
But when you get older and you watch this video, I wanted you to know that one night when I was lying in bed with you, I looked down at you and your sweet, beautiful face. And I got really scared. I got scared for you. And I,
here it is.
Hold on.
Gotta get some Kleenex.
Tissue. Starting to cry.
I sent out a tweet asking for women to stand in solidarity. And a lot of people replied. So, in a way, I wanted to make this video for you because
I'm crazy.
In a way, all of this is because of you. Because you gave Mama the strength. And
the authorities need to go to her house.
I think that was what we heard in the background.
The
sirens were the little men in white coats.
She's clearly going to injure herself.
She's wackadoodle.
It's, folks, I joke about it, and I say that about emotion, but this is it. Emotions are good. The people on the left do not understand. They are over-emotional. They are emotionally unstable. I would think most people could have a moment like this where they would cry and break down when they think about their children and stuff like this. But here's the thing. Nothing has happened to her daughter.
No. And the first thing I think about if I'm concerned about my kids is not sending out a tweet.
Right.
I looked down and I was so scared for you that I picked up my phone and sent a tweet.
And then recording a video that you release a year later for the public to see.
Right, yes.
Right?
This is...
She said, along with this video, she tweeted, 1 year ago, I recorded this for my daughter explaining why I shared my story on sexual assault. I never expected to release it to the public. Now I feel it's too important not to share.
We need a buzzer.
Right?
We need a buzzer.
Yeah, you're calling fail on that one?
Yes, that's
Bravo,
a big fail.
Sierra.
That is such horse crap.
Clearly,
that's exactly what she was thinking when she recorded it. Is that this was
right?
That drives me insane.
Hello, it's me, your mother, from such television shows as Charmed and Who's the Boss. Right? I mean, you wouldn't say it this way.
Of course not.
And then she spends another 2 minutes crying and saying, this is about your future, and never making any sense.
No, she still hasn't said exactly what it is she's concerned about.
You know, you could spend that time protecting your daughter. You don't need to make videos.
Well, I'm guessing that she's in a trailer that is probably on a lot guarded by security.
Right,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, she's behind her own little security wall, her armed security wall.
And you're willing to be away from your daughter that long?
Yeah.
You've made other choices, haven't you?
She's so full of crap.
Adjust your mojo now. Thank you.
It looks like
We've arrived.
What do you mean?
We've hit the big time.
What are you talking about?
I didn't tell you. We're live on MoJo 50 now.
Oh, that. I could have sworn they were just pulling a fast one on us.
Either that or someone at the top has had a mild stroke. Regardless, we now have to make a promo.
Okay, well, that seems simple enough. How long does this have to be?
I was told that we need to take about 60 seconds or so and tell everyone about ourselves.
All right. I was born in a blizzard in the bleak hours of the morning in November.
No, I don't think we need to go back quite that far.
All right, then. I'm Steven.
And I'm Dylan, and we're hosts of the Defenders of American Exceptionalism,
or DOAE show for short.
And we are live Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on MoJo 50.
We go through the politics of today and how it affects the culture and vice versa. And we try to bring it back to the Constitution and the principles above privilege.
You know, I feel like there should be a shirt made with that on it.
Yeah, we already have that.
Oh, so don't forget to check us out. Defenders of American Exceptionalism live Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on MoJo 50.
Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with DiaThrive. DiaThrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, DiaThrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. DiaThrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. DiaThrive.com. That's DIA Thrive.com.
Are you tired of the bar scene? Tired of trying to meet people that maybe you just don't know? I'll tell you what, I'm a classic example of online dating. I met my beautiful wife online on a dating platform, and you can too. Check out wethepeople.dating. There's a better way for all of you single guys and you ladies out there. You know what? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner ought to be your number one goal, just like the Constitution. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, if you're looking for someone, you don't have any time, you've got a computer, you've got an internet, you can start browsing wethepeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner shouldn't be a mantra. It should be a goal. For the love of people and people of love. Listen to Matt Locke. Check out wethepeople.dating.
This is Just a Minute with Stacey Washington. Research on religion and American life by the Barna Group shows that only 4% of professing Christians actually possess a Christian worldview. The Barna Group asked the following questions to determine whether or not a Christian worldview is present. Do absolute moral truths exist? Does the Bible define absolute truth? Did Jesus Christ live a sinful life? Is God the all-powerful and all-knowing creator of the universe, and does he still rule it today? Is salvation a gift from God that cannot be earned? Is Satan real? Does a Christian have a responsibility to share his or her faith in Christ with other people? Is the Bible accurate in all of its teachings? The correct answer to all of these questions is yes. Do you agree? If not, you do not have a Christian worldview. Instead of going through the motions, let's use our lives to honor and serve God by living out a biblically sound Christian worldview in every avenue of our lives. I'm Stacey Washington. Find out more at StaceyOnTheRight.com.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out NeverForgottenApparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
I want you to grow up from a strong little girl into a strong woman that really knows her worth. And that is valued for her brain and her beautiful big heart and her sweet, sweet soul and her talents, and not for her body. And
oh, can I read this now?
What do you got something there?
Yeah. 1024th native taint sleeve. You people. Tweeted. This is Alyssa Milano cookies. talking to her daughter. Hey, kid, it's your mommy. You might remember me in such films as Mistresses, Wet Hot American Summer, and Teen Steam Workout Video. I want to talk to you about Me Too.
Brain and her beautiful big heart and her sweet, sweet soul and her talents. And not for her body. And
like in Wet Hot American Summer. I mean, I remember her for her big, beautiful brain.
I remember many things where I would I'd see Melissa Milano in, and I'm like, my golly, what an amazing soul.
What a brain that
I'm
woman
sure
has.
all of the casting directors were like, she's just a beautiful soul and a sweet smile. And
hey, open up your shirt so we can see your brain.
Very intelligent.
Yeah, that's a look at that brain right there.
All right, listen. Are you ready? Here's what we need for our movie. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're not paying attention. I'm
ready.
a Hollywood genius. I'm a director. I'm a producer. I've done this. I've been in this business 700 years. How long you been in this business, kid?
Not nearly that long.
Less than me.
Yes.
Here's what we need. We want a movie, a film. It's going to be big, big, big. And it's a movie that's going to bring all the guys in. Are you ready?
Yep.
The guys are going to love this.
Yep.
Go get me a lot of women.
Yep.
A lot of women with beautiful, beautiful souls. Right?
Wait, what?
Beautiful souls.
Wait, what? Where do I find their soul?
First of all, you ask them, how's your soul? You ask them that, and you measure their soul.
Right.
I want big, voluptuous, beautiful souls. And trust me, kid, the guys are going to flock to them.
What does their soul look like? I mean, what does
their soul look like? It's
I need
big.
to find it.
It's round. It's voluptuous, and it's beautiful.
Do they keep that on a part of their body? Is it where they have to look?
What do you mean? You don't know what a soul looks like?
Are you asking me to look inside them?
Beautiful. And then I want you to measure their brain, not the physical brain. I mean their intelligence.
This is not what I signed up for.
Kid, listen, do you want to make a film that guys want to see?
I'd love to.
Okay, good.
We
need beautiful souls. And intelligence. That's what they want to see on film. That's exactly it. That's what they want. Trust me, you're going to go places, kid. You stick with me. You start measuring brains and souls, you're good to go.
Yep.
That's how it's done in Hollywood.
That's said no one ever.
She have a big rack. Is she hot? All right, good. Hired. Next.
Honey, open your blouse up. Let me. Yep. You'll qualify. You're moving on.
Now, ladies, Alyssa Milano, Cookies, and others, you may think that is wrong, that we shouldn't be that way, and you may say patriarchal pigs. But I ask you, ladies, who do you want to see on film? Me or George Clooney?
You're asking the ladies. I was trying to make the decision myself.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Do you want to see Brad Staggs or Brad Pitt?
Well, I think that answer is obvious.
And is it because Brad Pitt has such a beautiful soul, ladies? Is that it? Is that in? Is it because he's so intelligent? Is that it?
The size of his brain.
No, in fact, I'd be willing to bet that my soul a little cleaner than George Clooney's, and Mr. Staggs a little cleaner than Brad Pitt's.
Yeah. Most likely.
I'm just saying.
It's
not a consideration. Now, you may buy in, ladies, to the propaganda that surrounds these guys, and when you're watching. Coming up on E.T. tonight, Brad Pitt helps rebuild the lower 10th Ward. Ninth Ward and the 10th Ward. He's rebuilding both of them.
Then he's moving on to the 11th.
Yeah, 11th. Wait till he gets to the 12th. Ooh, so you may buy in. Coming up tonight on E.T., George Clooney and his wife. Look what a caring husband he is. You may buy into that image, but you probably wouldn't care as much if they were hideous.
Right.
Still, that's part of it.
It's a well-crafted PR image.
Exactly. So before you get all judgmental on the guys want to see pretty women, women want to see pretty dudes. And guess what? Some women want to see pretty women, and dudes want to see pretty dudes. And that's okay. But stop that's disgusting and patriarchal. Alyssa Milano knows the game. She's played the game. She showed her racking films. She's been in all kinds of cheesy productions or whatever. And why did she do it? Because she valued her career. She made a choice, like many of the women who accused Harvey Weinstein. They made a choice not to be attacked or harassed. But when given the opportunity to either walk away or report it, they instead said, I will shut up and take it. Some of them even dating him because they wanted their career.
And by dating, you mean head sex.
Alyssa Milano was away from her daughter there. Now, I don't fault her. I'm away from my sons a lot, and I hate it. But I've got to provide for them, and this is one of the few options I have at this point. So here we are, and you make your choice. I'm not criticizing her for making that choice, but when you're, and I'm worried about your future, if you're that worried, then maybe you should be with them 24/7, sweetheart, instead of crying on film of a set and then releasing it 10 months later to help the world while saying you're concerned about your daughter. It's almost like it's all crap. Wow. Like, that's almost what it's like.
So harsh. So harsh.
All right, kid, listen. Listen. Yeah. Big, beautiful, beautiful soul.
Soul.
Ah, yes. That's good stuff.
By the way, it goes both ways, just so you know.
Whoa.
Yeah, it does.
Whoa.
I know.
Okay, the guys like the guys on films, and the ladies like the films, and trannies. I'm not judging. Is that what you mean?
I went to an audition once, and I can't remember the exact name of the movie. It had something to do with a hot tub, like Hot Tub Summer, something like that. This was back in my younger days. And the casting director was a woman. I stood there, read a couple lines, and she said, all right, take off your shirt. I said, what? Take off your shirt. Okay. I took off my shirt.
Wait a minute. You didn't stand on the moral high ground. And how dare you?
Nope. I was hoping I got that part.
Did you get the part?
Nope.
Oh, that's a little...
I know. I would have hoped the story had a better ending, but no. I took off my shirt and didn't get the part.
Did you go home and join the gym?
I went home and cried and recorded a video to my future children. Yeah. Without a shirt on. It was,
kids, this is your father, and I'm standing against this. It's horrible.
Look what I've done.
You're leaving out a major part of the story there. The casting director was
a woman.
Was she hot?
No, she was not.
Was it Penny Marshall?
No. In comparison, Penny Marshall's hot.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. You haven't lived until you've.
How old were you?
Probably 22.
Was 23? This going to be a serious production or kind of a mid-B?
Oh, it was. They were all. This was, and I think I later saw the movie, and I'll find out. I'll try to remember what the title was, but it was just
Wet Hot Summer.
It was one like that. It was with cheesy, teen, naked stuff, which when you're 22.
Oh, could have make or break you there, buddy.
Sign me up.
Was there anybody famous that came out of that movie?
Almost me.
Aside from you, was there anybody that starred in it that?
No.
Came out of the movie?
No. No, there wasn't. Sorry. Oh, well.
All right.
Someday.
Communiques now via the social media platforms.
Is it South Arkansas Jackhole? Or yeah, it must be.
Mm-hmm.
Women loved it when Real Brad Stike starred in Magic Mike. It was a fleeting role. A very fleeting role.
You had a small part, right?
Very small part.
Hey,
see what you did there.
Because Magic Mike.
Right. Yes.
So
it was.
You had a small role,
smaller.
but I said small part.
Have a cigar.
Like it was a penis reference.
Right. You see, I'm glad you spelled that out. TJ Toppin said Brad cried.
E. Did you say spell it out?
No, moving on. Brad cried while eating Milano cookies, recording a video to his son about dick jokes. Son, one day you're going to be asked about dick jokes. Just make sure they're funny.
It just dawned on me, you cleaned that story up, didn't you? She asked you to drop trow.
I did not say that. I did not once say that in the story, did I? Not
no,
once.
You did not.
I did not once say that in the story.
Would you have dropped trow?
I don't believe I said that once in the story.
I'm asking, would you have?
Once.
Oh, my gosh. Look at this. It's time to go for a second. Whoa. Sorry.
More of Doc Thompson next. MoJo 50. This is the seditious, rabble-rousing, liberty-loving, home of fun, entertaining, and compelling talk. MoJo 50.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Secretary of State Pompeo has arrived in Saudi Arabia for meetings with high-ranking Saudi officials, including the king. The visit comes amid questions over the fate of a missing Saudi journalist who was an outspoken critic of the Saudi monarchy. Jamal Khashoggi disappeared a couple of weeks ago at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, and Turkey fears that he was killed there. The BBC's Mark Lowen in Istanbul.
It seems, if U.S. reports are to be believed, that the Saudis are preparing to announce that Jamal Khashoggi was killed after a botched interrogation. That would tally with President Trump's remarks yesterday that King Salman had suggested rogue killers were behind the journalist's death.
President Trump says he wants to get to the bottom of this, as he'll be speaking with Saudi officials.
I'm going to have to see what they say.
Saudi authorities previously called allegations that Khashoggi was killed in the consulate baseless. It's a federal court victory for the president. Judge in Los Angeles dismissing Stormy Daniels' defamation lawsuit against Mr. Trump. The president called Daniels' allegations against him a con job. The judge says that Mr. Trump was simply making a hyperbolic statement against a political adversary when he fired off that tweet. Can a slimmed-down version of Sears prove viable? That's the question now that the iconic retailer has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Retail analyst Britt Beamer says that Sears lost touch with the modern American consumer.
Over the last 10 years, their stores have begun to look more and more tired, more and more threadbare, and more less appealing to shop in.
Sears has been closing underperforming stores, and that process continues. Stock futures pointing to a higher open later this morning on Wall Street. Right now, Dow futures up about 131 points. NASDAQ futures 42 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Dating today with all the crazies out there has to be nuts.
Yes, it really would. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a place you could go to find people who think like you do?
Like me, like libertarians and conservatives?
Right?
There is. WeThePeople.dating.
Amazing. What a genius idea. This is a site that you can go to if you're single and you are looking for somebody who you know you're going to think the same way, as for, from a political freedom standpoint. If you want to date the right person for you, you'll find them in one place. WeThePeople.dating.
You cannot retreat to your safe spaces. There are no therapy poodles allowed when facing the truth. And that's just how we like it. Straight, hard-hitting, conservatarian truth on the rocks. No chaser, no marches, no protest, only small, limited government, constitutional conversations, exclusively on MoJo 50. We get into foreign policy. We get into national politics. We get into constitutional, libertarian, conservative ideology. We put the brakes on the media spin by destroying the lies, dismantling the narratives, and bringing you the stone-cold hard truth. Every weekend on MoJo 50. Join me, Adrian Slade, for a raging hour-long discussion, deconstructing the headlines and delivering you the entire full story. Only on MoJo 50. Live free.
Hey guys, Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Are you tired of the bar scene, hoping to find the love of your life? Well, there is a better way for you single guys and ladies out there. Check out WeThePeople.dating. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating for the love of people and people of love. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
The mothership has landed.
This is the new MoJo 50 emanating from the MoJo Freedom DoJo. Named because we're shaded by the tall trees of the Freedom Forest next door. We're located along the banks of the sparkling blue waters of the MoJo River that gently cascades down a bluff overlooking beautiful downtown Fort Worth, Texas.
Fish were jumping out this morning.
Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs asking you, if you would, please take a moment and go to combatflipflops.com. Every purchase you make, combatflipflops.com, $5 will go to help women and children in Afghanistan learn so they can better their own life, not be dependent on the rest of us forever. And I think that's a really good thing. Plus, combat flip-flops have some really cool products as well. Not just flip-flops and not just for combat. It's a little misleading. Check it out. All kinds of wear that I think you'll appreciate and also know you're doing a little bit of good as well. CombatFlipFlops.com. Check them out today.
We've scoured news platforms and agencies around the globe for today's most profound news headlines.
Profound.
Presenting them now, here's Brad Staggs.
And it is brought to you by CombatFlipFlops.com.
Who?
CombatFlipFlops.com. How profound would it be to win the Mega Millions jackpot, $654 million tonight? You would get the cash payout of $372 million. Could you, would that change your life?
It would. You know how many flip-flops I could buy?
A lot.
I mean, I could buy tons of flip-flops. I'd help a lot of Afghanistan women.
At least for your entire neighborhood. By the way, the odds of winning both Powerball and Mega Millions, 1 in 88 quadrillion.
That's of winning both. I'm not going to win both. I'm only going to win one.
Well, another way of saying that is 88 million billion would be your 1 in chance. 88
Why does
million
he do
billion.
this? It's not enough that he's depressed, around all of us all the time and brings us down just by his existence. Then he's got to bring this stuff up.
I'm trying to enlighten you. Okay. I'm trying to let you know what your odds of winning. Let me just, as an example, your odds of dying from an asteroid strike?
No.
1 in 74 million. So watch out for asteroids. Stormy Daniels took one on the chin on Monday. Or should I probably should say her lawsuit against the president did.
Why? What happened?
The president, that is, has defeated the defamation lawsuit brought against him by Stormy Daniels. The adult film actress, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford, sued him in April for suggesting on Twitter that she lied about a man allegedly threatening her to keep quiet. The judge, however, said, that's just what they do. That's normal hyperbole in the political climate. And not only am I tossing the case, but you have to pay the president's legal fees.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Isn't that nice?
Wow.
Now, Stormy Daniels did have a statement. She said, people think that this defines my life. But in all honesty, it was just 12 hours of it. It's annoying because I'm so much more than that, and that's all I'll be known as, is the woman who had the affair.
But you did this.
Why are you such a misogynist?
I'm not judging,
Why do you hate
but
her?
she had an affair with the president. Fine. She made a decision that was obviously prior to him being president.
Yes.
Married man. He made the decision. Fine.
Yep.
They have to answer for it. I'm fine with that. But it was prior to him being president, not a public figure at that point. And then you agreed to shut your mouth in lieu of cash.
Right.
Then, after you saw a bigger opportunity to cash in, then you became the victim all of a sudden. Stop it.
She says, I wrote and directed all these great movies. I've directed music videos, but it'll just overshadow all of that. Years ago, I was struggling to get funding for a mainstream horror movie that I wrote. I'd get meetings, like, for instance, from a professional athlete who was super excited about it, but 2 days later, they'd call back and say their manager wouldn't let them write a check to a porn star because everyone will think he effed her. Now,
You made the choice. I didn't make the choice.
Now I wonder if somebody gives me money, it'll be because of this. I don't want the other parts of my life to be successful because of this.
Then maybe you should have chosen not to be a porn star. Again, I'm not judging you for your porn star choice. That's for you to decide. But if you now are playing the victim from your porn star past, you made that choice. I'm not saying it's nice or fun, but you made the decision. This isn't like saying I was born with a cleft palate, or I was born, tall, fat, short, whatever it is, something you can't control. I was born with a liver condition.
I was born a poor black child.
Right. No, you chose. You made a choice.
Yes. Yeah. No one explained that to her.
So
life is hard.
Stormy Daniels had a statement. Hey, baby, what's your dream?
Moving right
She had a
along.
statement. Hi, I'm your nurse.
She and Alyssa Milano. A threatening letter with alleged ricin was sent to Susan Collins'
I don't know
Maine
anything
home.
about that. I don't know anything about that.
I wouldn't even know where to get ricin.
It had rice in it?
It's not rice, ricin. Big
rice?
difference.
What is
Ricin, you see, is a, let me explain. The hazardous materials team was called to her Bangor, Maine home. after a threatening letter contained what the author said was the poison ricin. Ricin is actually made from the leftovers after they make castor oil from castor beans.
Oh, so it's a poison.
It is a poison.
Wow, that sounds worse than rice.
It's not good. As a matter of fact, 500 micrograms, if it is injected or inhaled, can be lethal to a human. And how much is 500 micrograms? It's
$20, same as downtown.
The head of a pin.
Wow.
Yeah, so people are not happy with Susan Collins.
Wow.
Apparently.
Holy moly, that's an infinitesimal amount.
Yes.
That's
very, very tiny. Very, very tiny amount.
Elizabeth Warren has just a little bit less than that amount of Indian in her.
Yeah, that's a good point. This just in, Ainsley Earhart is getting divorced.
From Fox News?
Yes, from Fox News. It's proof that no matter how...
Ainsley Earhart from Fox News is getting divorced from her husband.
Right, yes.
Okay.
Proof that no matter how hot they are, there's some guy tired
of her crap.
Moving right along, the U.S. budget deficit hits the highest level in 6 years.
So I'm not hearing a whole lot about that from other people.
No, it's the budget deficit has surged to $779 billion in fiscal 2018, its highest level in 6 years. As apparently they're blaming this on the tax cuts caused the government to borrow more heavily in order to cover its spending. So you see, it's not an income problem. It's a spending problem.
Funny how that works.
It really is funny how that works.
So I don't hear a lot of Republicans complaining about this. I don't hear a lot of conservatives or libertarians bitching about this. I don't see Tea Parties marching in the street yet.
No.
We did when it was on Obama's watch. Now, granted, his deficits were, and I'm not kidding, for several years, double these right now. How much was this?
$779 billion in fiscal 2018.
Here it is. Under George W. Bush, the yearly deficit, the yearly amount of overspending, if you would, was around $500 billion, around $500 billion for most of his presidency. Obama becomes president. They pass TARP just before he was president. Then they did stimulus and son of stimulus and all this other spending. For the first several years, President Obama's budget deficits were $1.5, $1.6 trillion. Then they dropped down to within the George W. Bush era range.
Right.
And he was like, we cut deficits. So that was the game. Yet we were all out there saying how awful this was, how wrong this was. Then Trump comes in and they start ratcheting back up.
Yep.
Where are the complaints? Where are the objections? This is wrong. This is very wrong. Get your house together. Tax cuts were good, but you've got to pay for them. You've got to cut. I don't want just with a scalpel. I want with a hatchet and a chainsaw and then a scalpel after that.
By the way, if you really want to get an eyeful, go to US, and I'll tweet out a link to the usdebtclock.org, and you can see that bad boy spinning away. That's pretty amazing.
We're getting close to $22 trillion as a national debt. That's all of the deficits over the years combined.
And it shows you every area that they are spending the money on. All right, moving on to more important news. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, they've been criticized now. You know, they're having the baby. You mentioned that yesterday. But they've been criticized for announcing their pregnancy on International Pregnancy and Infant Loss Remembrance Day.
Okay, I'm sure it was calculated. They're like, we'll rub people's nose in it.
Yes.
Maybe they just put it out there and didn't realize.
Well, you see, it's the entire week of October 9th to the 15th that is Pregnancy and Infant Loss Remembrance Week.
Oh, okay, well.
And then they did it on the last day. There are too many days.
And I just want to criticize them on for announcing it on National Milkshake Day.
Right?
I love milkshakes, and then when they announced it, it made me start thinking of breast milk, and then it just ruined the whole milkshake experience for me.
Snowballed right down the...
Right. And also announcing it on National Broken Down Car Day, because just reminds you of the loss of cars, too. And
love their
they have a
cars.
great life and all that. And
And at least it wasn't on Quilt Bag Day.
Yes, I mean, that could be triggering as well. National Buy a New Couch Day. That's, how dare you announce it on that day?
People can't afford a new couch.
Right, it's very troubling.
Just points to their economic hardship. Oh, you'll love that. This is especially for you, Doc Thompson. A 2,000-foot-long floating pipe named Wilson is about to start its mission to collect all the plastic in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Wilson!
The Ocean Cleanup Foundation launched the world's first ocean cleanup system out of San Francisco to take on the notorious Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Don't, dude.
It's a giant floating trash pile between San Francisco and Hawaii that is twice the size of Texas.
No.
It is the largest of 5 ocean trash piles on Earth.
We're about to spend the next 2 hours just talking about this because you're triggering. This
is huge. This thing
Angry
is,
Doc.
I think 3 times the size of Texas.
No,
I mean, you can
doesn't
see
exist.
it from space.
I want you to look up pictures of that. Challenge everybody. Find me actual pictures. Because the only 2 pictures you find is a map with a drawing. There it is right here. Or pictures of close-ups of floating garbage.
They're cleaning it up, though. You won't be able to find it now.
No, it does not exist. It's a scam.
Yeah. We'll talk Reefer Madness next.
A mojo for every state. MoJo 50.
Wow. Hey, guys. Ron Phillips from the Conservative Cartel. I want to tell you about a new weight loss product that's quickly becoming part of our MoJo 50 family. Okay, so it was launched by this Texas company who have taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. That's right. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. In a 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser, you remember that show? It showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. Rid-U-Zone, that's R-I-D-U Zone, contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. If you are struggling every day with cravings, try Rid-U-Zone. It makes it so much easier to control your appetite and not think about food all day. That's my problem. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to riduzone.com and enter code MATT. That's M-A-T-T. Again, that's riduzone.com. R-I-D-U-Z-O-N-E.com. Rid-U-Zone.
There's a better way to meet people without having to suffer through all the crazies. Weed out all the nutty people with WeThePeople.dating. That's WeThePeople.dating. It's easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
The Adrian Slade Show. The polling shows it is swaying for the right in the midterms because of this hack job. But we can't let that energy die down, because the left is doing everything it can to energize its base. It's going to tech companies, having you register straight through Twitter, straight through Facebook. It's got it straight through Google. You've got HBO out there putting out commercials to vote, and they do so with a slant towards the Me Too movement. And now they're digging deep into culture. They're getting into the Marvel Universe.
My first time, everybody clapped afterwards.
I mean, I didn't know how to do it. Where to put it, where to slide it in.
Did it. I voted. Voting is so hot.
And the fact that they're doing this with sexual innuendo is ridiculous. I mean, hey, baby, let me shove my ballot in your box. Look, when I'm shading that bubble with my pencil, I don't draw outside the lines. I might bust a sticker on your chest.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American made and serve those who serve us, our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com, use promo code DOC, and get 15% off your purchase. That's neverforgottenapparel.com.
Hey, guys, it's Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. You know, everyone lives with a little bit of pain, but living with diabetes can be a real pain. While you may have to test your blood sugar and take insulin, ordering your testing supplies shouldn't be one more pain you have to deal with. At least it's not when you work with DiaThrive. DiaThrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to your home when you need them. Gone are the days of visiting multiple stores to find the right strips, waiting in long lines to purchase your supplies, or sorting through your insurance requirements to figure out what they cover. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, DiaThrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. DiaThrive saves you time and money. Plus, they're pretty fun to work with, too. So why don't you give DiaThrive a chance to show you there's a better way to manage your diabetes? They're so convinced that you'll love their service that they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code MATT, that's M-A-T-T, at checkout. Be sure to head out to the web right now and check these guys out. It's diathrive.com.
All right, let's get right back to your headlines.
It is 21 days, T-minus 21 until the election.
How many days?
21.
Until the election.
21 days until the election, T-minus 21.
How many
counting.
weeks? How many weeks?
3 weeks.
From when?
21 from today.
Okay.
21 days divided by 7 is 3.
Okay.
Yes, it is 3.
What's 1,024th of that?
Oh, not nearly as much.
There it is.
National Bosses Day as well today, so make sure that you thank them.
Wow, so you're telling me they announced the birth of the upcoming birth of their child the day before National Bosses Day?
Insensitive royal pieces of...
Wow. I mean, a whole day to celebrate Springsteen internationally is just, that seems overkill.
Let's move along. In 1987, this was the day that... she was rescued.
Hang on. In the well, baby Jessica.
Yeah, it was right here in Texas.
Boom!
You got it. You nailed it. Things didn't go so well, by the way, afterwards. She did all right. Her parents got divorced. One of the paramedics who helped rescue her ended up committing suicide.
To himself?
Yes, as a matter of fact, he did. In 1991, Texas was this bad couple of days for
1991.
Texas.
This day in 1991.
Yep. It was a massacre.
Oh, is it the Waco?
The Lubbies. As I had a friend called it Lubbies, but it was Luby's Cafeteria. Remember the guy who drove his car through the front and killed 21 people?
He shot people, though, too, right?
He shot people, and that was actually one of the events that got legislation passed to allow people to concealed carry inside restaurants.
Yeah, that one is often forgotten when you look at the massacres where people got out and mass killed people. They forget about that.
The woman who testified, because she was in there with her parents were killed. She had her gun, but she had to leave her gun in the car because the restaurant, you couldn't take a concealed carry weapon. If she'd had the gun, things could have been different. John Mayer's 40 today. Angela Lansbury's still alive. Whew. So Suzanne Summers, who knew? She's 71. And Solange Ortiz.
By the way,
yes.
I just wanted the audience. Brad talks a lot about the celebrities who are dead and alive because that's just what happens when you get old.
Yeah.
You start reading the obituaries and whatever.
Cat videos,
and
too.
it's just you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Yeah, you sure do.
That's your goal. You're like, wow, at least I'm not, or they're still alive or whatever. But you inadvertently end up, wow, that person's dead. Wow, or oh my gosh, they're old. So it kind of backfires, but he still heads down that path, and it's okay.
It's like my parents. They just checked the obituaries. They make sure that they were still alive. My dad doesn't anymore. Solange Ortiz is 3 years old today.
3?
Does she not look incredible?
Do not tell me this is a social media star at 3.
3, yes. Oh, yeah. She's an Instagram star with 110,000 followers.
How does she have an Instagram account if she's 3?
She is a popular.
I'm guessing mom or dad started the account for her?
Oh, no. Solange did it herself.
And what does she do at 3 that makes her a star?
Cute things.
Like what?
Cute things. I don't know. You have to go to her Instagram account and watch Solange.
You don't know.
Of course I do. I'm just not telling you. Let's move along, shall we?
Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell.
Well, guess what the White House is going to do? They want your input. The White House wants your input on marijuana reclassification. The FDA is asking for public comments.
What do you need an input? First of all, you don't care about our input on anything else. Number one. Number 2, drop it down. It's a Schedule 1 drug above both heroin and cocaine?
Yes, it is above just about everything. It's a Schedule 1, which means it's basically considered illegal and not available for prescription, while research on its potential benefits heavily restricted.
Folks,
they want your input.
Folks,
you need to drop it.
Honestly,
Schedule 1.
If you are rabidly against the legalization of marijuana and you cite all kinds of reasons, fine. We differ on that. I think I ought to be able to buy whatever I want, whenever I want, because I'm a libertarian, right? But even if you're against it, if you believe it should be a higher classification of drug than all of those other things, you're absolutely wrong. There is no justification for it. We may differ on some things. You're wrong about that.
It is the residual effects of where the opening there from Reefer Madness. I'm telling you, if you want a real kick, watch that. It's on YouTube, and it makes pot look like you turned into the devil.
Have you ever seen Half Baked with Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
And whatever.
Yes. Yep.
Do you remember when he goes to rehab? He goes to rehab. He's going to stop smoking pot for his girlfriend. Goes to rehab, and he's like, "Hey, Dave Chappelle, give up drinking pot. I was addicted to pot." And a voice from the back goes, "Excuse me," because it's like an NA meeting. "Excuse me, what were you addicted to?" He said, "Marijuana." And it's Bob Saget who asked this. And Bob Saget goes, "Pot? You can't be addicted to pot."
Nope.
"I was," fill in the blank, "for cocaine." Have you ever filled in the blank for cocaine? "No, I've never done that to a man." Then sit the F down. And that's what you have to remember. Nobody's out there doing that for pot. No. People are out there doing that for cocaine and meth and heroin and everything else. And that's how you know it shouldn't be a Schedule I drug.
Yep. Remember, alcohol was illegal once.
When you're out on the street going, "Give me pot, and I'll go ahead and take you in this alley, and I'll service you, dude." Then you go, maybe it's a Class I drug. But until then, nah.
Virginia may be for lovers, but it is not for trick-or-treaters. You know, in parts of Virginia, anyone 13 or older who goes trick-or-treating can be sent to jail for up to 6 months. No matter what age, trick-or-treating after 8 p.m. can land you in the clink for up to 30 days. Fines range between $25 and $100. Chesapeake City Code reads, any person over the age of 12 shall engage in an activity commonly known as trick-or-treat or any other activity of similar character or nature under any name whatsoever. He or she shall be guilty of a misdemeanor and shall be punished.
Why do you care? Why is this a rule? If people show up at your house and you don't want to give them candy, don't give them candy. Move on. We don't need these laws.
It's also illegal if you are over the age of 13 to wear a mask that night.
Okay, it's just stop. Seriously. Virginia. I mean, you all have them. The trick-or-treaters come, and you get a couple of teenagers that come, and they're silly, and you're just like, okay, take some candy and go. Let's move on.
Yeah. No, it's a Class 4 misdemeanor. I would just avoid the area.
Okay.
You know, it's almost as bad as pot.
All right.
Exploding shower doors, nothing to sneeze at.
What?
Reports over the last 5 years, there have been more than 2,000 trips to the emergency rooms involving injuries from glass shower doors that shatter, sometimes without warning.
Is it a certain brand or something?
Nope. It's just over time, the doors will get scratched or will get nicked, and they can actually just literally explode. If you've ever seen tempered glass like that explode, I've seen it. It is scary.
I hate the little glass doors anyway. You just got to clean them, whatever. I say
check your
build
doors.
a little curved wall thing, just walk and you're good to go.
Check your doors
Much
for
better.
scratches or put on a film. Either way, those are your headlines.
With great mojo comes great responsibility. MoJo 50.
It looks.
Doc Thompson, MoJo 50.
25-year-old man in the UK carrying out a solo sex act outside the police station again. A witness saw Benjamin Dankin staring at St. Mary's Wharf police station. Just standing there, staring at the police station, just standing. The witness told him, "Stop it or I'm going to call the cops." A while later, the witness spotted him again. Damn it, I told that guy to stop touching himself.
And he didn't. He's still doing it.
He's still doing it. Steve, go out and tell him to stop that. Go out there and just whack him.
No.
Whack him right. Whack.
You don't want it.
What?
No, you don't want it. He already is. So
jerk him right out of that front of the police.
No. It's again, you're being redundant. Speak to him firmly.
I don't think that. That's not going to work either.
You know why he's doing it?
Why is that?
Because it feels good.
Have you done it? You catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror?
I'm one of those people you don't want to see naked.
Yeah, most of us. But I mean, you look and you're going, what the?
I know.
How did I get to whatever?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. Hey there, it's Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs to tell you about a different way to shed those pounds. This is brand new tech. It's only been around for a couple of years or so. It was based on research from the University of California that said there's a molecule called OEA that's found naturally in your body. It produces it in the Mediterranean diet, that when taken in concentrated amounts, it will actually make you feel fuller and boost your metabolism.
I've lost about 10 pounds so far.
It's amazing.
It
now,
really is cool.
a company said, we can take this to market and make this great product that'll help you. It's called RiduZone, RIDUZone.com, RIDUZone.com. It's Brad's worked. It's worked for Brad's, worked for me, countless other people. Go to RiduZone.com and try today. You're going to love it. RiduZone.com. Remember that, RIDUZone.com.
Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with DiaThrive. DiaThrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, DiaThrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. DiaThrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. DiaThrive.com. That's DIA Thrive.com.
The Conservative Cartel.
I'm going to say something here. I think I pissed off a couple people on Friday. I don't like Susan Collins. I don't like Jeff Flake. And I don't like Lindsey Graham. They are rhinos. Now, I'm going to give credit where credit is due because these people stepped up. And by the way, Benny Johnson over at the Daily Caller, he had a video of Lindsey Graham flat street balling. And it was funny. I can't play it on the air because little curse words. But he's the mother effer. B.I.G. is the song playing in the background as he is just waving off a protester. John McCain died and left Lindsey Graham his balls. I mean, good Lord, it happened. I like this Lindsey Graham. I like Lindsey Graham with balls. I mean, I don't know what that got into that dude's Wheaties.
Well, you heard what he said on the news this morning.
Oh, he's going after the other side
he
now.
He said, I've never campaigned against any of my fellow senators, but that's all changed now.
I'm telling you, John McCain dies and Lindsey Graham found his balls.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs on MoJo 50. Appreciate you joining us. Join us on the Facebook. You can join us on the Twitter if you want to communicate with us. Use the hashtag What I Learned Today. But more importantly, on MeWe.com. And we have that set up as well. In the next couple of days, we'll be focusing more on it for your comments as well, because we're still learning the format as well. Just sign up for an account. We'll learn this together because we are going to use this platform in some serious ways. Also, join us all across social media platform, and please let everybody know that we are here. As we grow, you will grow, and we are found all kinds of different places. We've got iTunes, and we got iHeartRadio for the podcast. We've got Republic Podcast,
Player FM,
Spreaker, all of those for the podcast, the live stream, obviously social media, as well as MoJo50.com. We've got some others coming as well. So
we're working on putting all that on the front page. We're discussing how to best arrange that for your convenience.
In the meantime, please remember to patronize our sponsors. The more you do that, the more we will be able to stick around and grow this platform. As we get more and more coming in, we will add more shows. We've got a couple in mind that we want to add that are really good. A couple that we know are coming in the short term anyways, but we'll be able to grow faster. And just support the sponsors. Sponsors like WeThePeople.dating. WeThePeople.dating is a cool website where you can go there and find like-minded people. We have sifted through a bunch of the nuts. Not all of the nuts. Can't do all of that. But we've gotten rid of a bunch of the progressive nuts. So at least when you start off, you know you don't have to deal with the progressive folk out there.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't do it. Some of you that can, I mean, I could for a night.
Right.
I mean, back in the day, you know, you do it for a night. You know what you're getting into, so to speak, right?
Yes.
But long term, no, cannot do that.
No, don't marry them.
WeThePeople.dating. Dating sites work. This one will work for you. WeThePeople.dating.
Speaking of people you probably, I don't know, might not want to marry, I got something I want you to watch and listen to, and I'm going to want your opinion here. So let me start playing.
Is it a video?
Yeah, it's a video. Here.
Okay. You got the.
I can't walk to my car late at night while on the phone. I can't open up my windows when I'm home alone. I can't go to the bar without a chaperone. I can't wear a mini skirt if it's the only one I own. I can't use public transportation after 7 p.m. I can't be brutally honest when you slide into my DMs. I can't go to the club just to dance with my friends, and I can't ever leave my drink unattended. But it sure is scary time for boys. Yeah, gentlemen band together, make some noise. It's really tough when your reputation's on the line, and any woman you've assaulted could turn up anytime.
Yeah. I kind of wanted your opinion on this.
She's hot.
I think so too, because I didn't know if it was just me, but she's like
pause that one
smoking.
side so we can hear it there.
She is smoking hot.
Yeah, she is hot there. That's
she is. It's a song that's it's a tough time for.
I'm
boys,
not missing the point, am I? Of this?
I don't think so. I mean,
the
so
point
at all.
is that
she's smoking hot.
She's hot.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's got a future as a performer.
I mean, she's singing a song about how tough things are for women.
For women, yeah. I mean, they can't go to their car after
she
it's dark.
seems a little like sarcastic about it's a tough time for guys.
Did you
I
read
think that's what
sarcasm
she's
in there?
going for, but it was really hard to tell. What with me concentrating on the fact that she's hot.
I mean,
So-
yeah, she's real saucy.
I mean,
It's a
she's
look on her
progressive
face.
hot. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong. She's
right,
got kind of
right.
a
Now,
young and progressive haircut
she's the one you
there.
could probably put up with for a day, a night, an hour, 10 minutes, 90
Okay,
seconds.
I can put up with her 10 minutes. I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
going to need the other 6 minutes for.
I don't.
but,
Yeah, I don't.
but I
either.
could. If I have to, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't.
I
think
mean,
that's-
I'd even buy her a sandwich. I think
Why buy it? She's got two hands.
she's
Did
not
something
going to
happen to her hands?
She's not going to make it though. She's the progressive chick.
Hand her the
I mean,
materials. she can
She's
make
not
the
going to
sandwich.
because she's a progressive chick. So you're going to have to just play that game for
Saying that they
6
don't
minutes.
take direction very well.
No, they don't. They don't. They get all triggered there. So, wow, she seems. Can you pick that up and play this again? I want to hear some more of the lyrics of this. So the idea is, guys, how dare you? Apparently, how dare you say it's a tough time for guys because women have to go through all of this. So let me hear some more of this.
Here we go.
Just want to make sure I understand it there.
And here we go.
It's so confusing. Is it rape or is it just being nice? So inconvenient that you even have to think twice. I can't live in an apartment if it's on the first floor. I can't be wearing silk pajamas when I answer the door. I can't have another drink even if I want more. And I can't make you feel invalid, unseen or ignored. I can't jog around the city with headphones on my ears.
Okay, pause. Stop that a second here. Here's the thing. Some of the stuff she's talking about, lots of women do, like live on an apartment on the first floor.
No, because a man will break into that apartment. If you live on the first floor as a woman, you are just
men
wide
have
open.
ladders too. Rapists, they have ladders they can climb. That's women also get raped on the second floor. Women have been raped on the third. Have been raped on all kinds of floors.
Well, and she says
Yeah.
right here, I mean, that last lyric, I can't speak out against my rapist after 35 years.
No, women speak out about rapists all the time. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
And if she
either.
meant after 35 years, if that's a Kavanaugh reference, even Dr. Ford didn't claim she was raped.
No.
Okay. Now, if she's talking about I can't run around the city or a park with her headphones, I see lots of women doing that. But if you're saying you could be targeted, I jog quite often with headphones on. And
You're
I
a
could
man.
Yes, that's my
You're
point.
a man.
I also cannot leave my drink unattended.
But
because
you're a
lots of-
man.
Yes, because men have their drinks drugged as well.
Wait, are you suggesting that even people like Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yes, they do that, and men are raped too,
Yes,
not
yes.
just by other men, but by women.
Yep.
All of those things. So,
Oh, you say why do you hate women? Why do you hate
if
women?
the point of her video was, I'm going to make a social statement about how difficult things are for women and that we should be less concerned about men, she should change what the point of the video is to display her wares.
Yeah.
Because of that, for what she is, the progressive little hippie chick, you go, oh, okay, that's a good sprinkle of video then if it's that, because she's kind of cute, she's out there.
Yeah,
but if the point is women have it so rough and guys need to shut up, that's not going to work for you.
No.
And she may think, because it's doing quite well online. A lot of people have been watching this video.
It's got 41,000 views.
That's not the original. That's now this news put it. The original has over a million.
That's right.
So it's out there probably a couple million times in total. She's probably like, good. The message is getting out.
Yes, it is. And it's quite
it's only getting out because you're attractive. If this was a hassock of a woman, if this was woman with one eyebrow, really in a hump
Elizabeth
on her
Warren.
back, yes. If it was like Rosie O'Donnell, hump on your back,
I thought you said
overweight.
woman.
That hasn't been confirmed, has
Right,
it?
No. You can't throw her in.
She identifies as a woman. Rosie does.
Crap, we are in that time
Because
period.
she calls herself a lesbian. So,
yeah, well, it gets tougher and tougher.
if you were an unattractive woman,
right,
you would not have 1 million plus views.
if you're
in
an
this thing.
unattractive human with a uterus,
Right.
no, because men have uterus.
It's really confusing. Well, the point remains.
Right.
See, if you put out a message like this, it has to be wrapped in a pretty box.
Right.
Because if it's not, then no one's going to pay attention.
Right. If you have a mustache, let's say.
Right.
Now, my grandmother had a mustache.
Mustache too. That's not going to work.
Man, this is tough. The language is tough.
I mean, look at Alyssa Milano cookies.
She could do this. She could
put that out there because she's attractive.
Yes. She'd be crying.
Her little crying video.
Yeah.
How many crying videos are out there right now that people are paying attention to about the Me Too with ugly women? Featured none. That you could think none.
None. No.
How about songs like this? None.
None. No.
There it is.
Yeah.
So as much as you want to pretend this is a patriarchal society, ladies, you know, and this idea that at the basis of all of this Me Too thing is that women are powerless. They're powerless. Oh, every guy knows that it is truly the gentlemen who have no power. A lot of the ladies understand this as well. A lot of them do. But there's a lot of them that don't. And I would say that's just your ignorance. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Certainly there are things stacked against you. But you know, when it's all said and done, ladies,
you have half the money.
Half the money and all of the P-Town. That's it.
I'm depressed now. Thanks.
Seriously, that's it. You have half of the money, and you control whether or not there is going to be loving. Example. Let me help you out. And I've said this, used this example before. If a single man, let's say you were single, Brad.
All right, let's say that.
And you were to call a woman up tonight, maybe this young lady.
Yes.
And you would say, how about we go to dinner Friday night? And
Right.
she says, okay, we'll go out on a little date Friday night.
Yep.
She knows at that moment and every moment until the date is over whether or not she is going to have sex that night.
Yeah.
You have no idea if you're going to have sex that night until the date is over.
That's
and then
true.
you look back and say, I had sex that night
Or-
or I did not have sex that night.
Yes. That's pretty much the way. Yeah. That's they in control right there. Now, unless, of course, rape. Someone was raped.
Well, I mean, we're not. The Bill Cosby factor is not at play here.
Right.
I mean, there are exceptions to the rule.
She could drug me and
let's say legally, a guy knows or a woman knows if she's going to have sex.
Right.
Legally, a guy does not know.
Right. Yes.
The Bill Cosby throws the entire scale off.
It really,
when it comes to that.
he did to that whole scale what Trump did to politics.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just
paying attention. All right, get the communiques in with the hashtag What I Learned Today. I want to remind you about MoJoWildRice.com. Fantastic. We talked about ricin earlier. That is not the same thing.
Not even
it's
close.
not putting rice in something.
No.
Ricin is a deadly poison, whereas Mojo Wild Rice is a yummy, wonderful, healthy product that your family will love because it tastes good, and you will love because it is uber healthy. If you're somebody that's trying to be healthier, even lose weight, this can be an effective part of your weight loss regimen. It was with me.
Well, and I've decided actually this morning I'm going to make a big pot of it and then have it individually.
That's all you have to do.
Every morning when I get up, because I'm always looking for something to eat in the morning.
If you make it up ahead of time and keep it in the refrigerator, keeps for a week or so at a time in the refrigerator, you take a scoop of it out. And remember, rice like this, you can eat savory or sweet. So if you want a little snack, put some sugar, some cream or something with it, boom, you're good to go.
Yeah.
But even savory, you keep it in the refrigerator. And when you come home, you take a scoop of it, throw it in a pan, throw some seasoning and protein, and you're good to go. And all you have to do is say, do I want more Mexican flavor tonight, or do I want Italian? Throw it in there. Do I want Asian? You throw the rice in, throw the protein, and then
rice.
Throw the rice in the pot, into the pot,
into the pan.
and then you put whatever flavorings. You just use Mexican type seasonings or Italian type seasoning. Uber healthy for you and tastes great and fast for your family. And you always have it as a go-to. So even if the kids are, I didn't know I was going to have to cook tonight, you can make a meal with the rice is already made up in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Cut up some chicken, throw it in the pan, a couple vegetables, season, and you are good to go.
I know people who don't cook, and they can cook this.
You will love it.
I can cook this.
It's uber healthy. All of the products are the part of the edible memories from the Northwoods of Minnesota. It starts with the wild rice at MoJoWildRice.com. It's naturally gluten-free. It's naturally cholesterol-free. It has trace vitamins and minerals, and it tastes great. Just go to MoJoWildRice.com and try it today.
Constitutional Drunk, by the way, says if you turn the video off, she sounds as ugly as Rosie O'Donnell. She is not. She's hot.
That's right. If you
She's
just
very
listen
hot.
to it, it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yes.
We'll tweet out a
Yes,
link.
yeah.
This is Just a Minute with Stacey Washington. Research on religion and American life by the Barna Group shows that only 4% of professing Christians actually possess a Christian worldview. The Barna Group asked the following questions to determine whether or not a Christian worldview is present. Do absolute moral truths exist? Does the Bible define absolute truth? Did Jesus Christ live a sinful life? Is God the all-powerful and all-knowing creator of the universe, and does he still rule it today? Is salvation a gift from God that cannot be earned? Is Satan real? Does a Christian have a responsibility to share his or her faith in Christ with other people? Is the Bible accurate in all of its teachings? The correct answer to all of these questions is yes. Do you agree? If not, you do not have a Christian worldview. Instead of going through the motions, let's use our lives to honor and serve God by living out a biblically sound Christian worldview in every avenue of our lives. I'm Stacey Washington. Find out more at StaceyOnTheRight.com.
Hey guys, Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Are you tired of the bar scene, hoping to find the love of your life? Well, there is a better way for you single guys and ladies out there. Check out WeThePeople.dating. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating for the love of people and people of love. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
Hey guys, Matt Locke, the Conservative Cartel. I'd like to take a minute and tell you about a new weight loss product that's instantly becoming part of the MoJo 50 family. It was launched by a Dallas area company who had taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. A 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened, and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. One Ridge's Own client, Sarah, recently lost over 100 pounds. While she looks amazing, she has been struggling every day with cravings. Now that she's taking Ridge's Own, she says it's so much easier to control her appetite and she's not thinking about food all day. Ridge's Own contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to ridgezone.com, RIDUZONE.com, and enter the code MATT, M-A-T-T. That's Ridgezone, RIDUZONE.com.
We've arrived.
What do you mean?
We've hit the big time.
What are you talking about?
I didn't tell you. We're live on MoJo 50 now.
Oh, that. I could have sworn they were just pulling a fast one on us.
Either that or someone at the top has had a mild stroke. Regardless, we now have to make a promo.
Okay, well, that seems simple enough. How long does this have to be?
I was told that we need to take about 60 seconds or so and tell everyone about ourselves.
All right. I was born in a blizzard in the bleak hours of the morning in November.
No, I don't think we need to go back quite that far.
All right, then. I'm Steven.
And I'm Dylan, and we're hosts of the Defenders of American Exceptionalism,
or DOAE show for short.
And we are live Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern on MoJo 50.
We go through the politics of today and how it affects the culture and vice versa. And we try to bring it back to the Constitution and the principles above privilege.
You know, I feel like there should be a shirt made with that on it.
Yeah, we already have that.
Oh, so don't forget to check us out. Defenders of American Exceptionalism live Wednesdays and Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on MoJo 50.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American made and serve those who serve us, our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com, use promo code DOC, and get 15% off your purchase. That's neverforgottenapparel.com.
All right, communiques now with the hashtag What I Learned Today. Lots of good stuff coming in.
1024th Native Taint Sleeve tweeted, there were many dates where I did not have sex, but I still got screwed.
Yes, Right.
That is absolutely possible.
In fact, that's the only reason men go on dates. No, I don't mean engage women. I mean go through all of the stunts, the hoops you have to jump through. Oh, I'd have to go pick her up here, and we're going to go this fancy thing, and we're going to go whatever, because guys will just hang out with you.
Isn't it? It's the male peacock with the
plume. Yeah.
We're doing the male peacock thing. We run around, we stick the feathers out.
We jump through. Oh, yes. No, honey, it's not a problem if before our date we go to your sister's house for a while and blah-bitty blah because her boyfriend blah-bitty blah. And then I have to listen to your blah-bitty blah about how you don't get along with your mom and your friends don't understand you.
Right. Yeah.
And then we have to go pick up something else and we do this. We only do that because in the back of our mind we're going, this may be the thing that leads to sex. This may be the thing. And then you drive home and you're like, went through all that crap and there was no sex. Right?
Man, men are so simple. We really are simple, and no one believes that we are as simple as we are. Stephen English tweeted, but is she put up with the blah, 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 blah? I think he's referring back to
the hot. Is she hot? The chick.
The hot chick.
I mean, for a few minutes, hours, possibly.
I'm sorry, but is she put up with the blah 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 hot?
Hot, right?
Yes. Okay, that's what.
For a short while, not because she's crazy progressive, not long time.
I mean, you could do it for an evening. The squirrel pickled with the finest mojo. One ear stays uncovered so that I can remain aware of my surroundings. That's just a smart thing to do when jogging through with headphones on. That's called using common sense.
Not just that, but you have to pay attention. So when I'm running, when I'm running, if I pass somebody, as a guy, honestly, if I'm running through the woods on a trail or something like that, secluded, as I pass people, I always turn around and look and make sure they keep going, that they don't double back or anything. And I'm always glancing over my shoulder.
You're a guy, though. You don't have to worry about that.
Yes, I do. You do. Sorry, I do.
And I do the same thing. If more
of course, I'm hoping that someone would sexually assault me, but
please don't throw me in the briar patch. Please don't throw me in the briar patch. I don't want
him to shoot me or something like that, but a little sexual assault. I mean, I'm a married guy. Now and then, hook a brother up
beforehand. But that's a big problem. People are not aware of their surroundings, and you find that you walk in a store and people are not aware that you're standing a foot behind them.
I know. They're like, excuse me. Brad, speaking of being married, there are some phrases that you as a married man or other married men need to be aware of that are offensive and troubling. According to some new...
And we've probably been saying them without realizing.
Right. From some groups have released these, and it says the seemingly harmless phrase, actually phrases that all husbands need to stop saying.
Okay.
What is the seemingly, the one, there's several of them, what is the overwhelming, seemingly harmless phrase that husbands need to stop saying?
The seemingly harmless phrase.
That husbands need to stop saying.
Where the hell's my dinner?
No, I think that's still fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I'm not sure, but that one sounds okay to me. You're so sensitive.
We can't.
You are so sensitive. It says those little words are offensive, and if not monitored, can be toxic to a relationship. All phrases, also phrases like "don't be ridiculous" and "you don't know what you're saying." It says it rejects and invalidates your partner's feelings. They communicate that you don't care about them or what they think. Here's the thing. If you're saying crazy things, I don't care what you're saying. If you're being oversensitive, then I'm going to say you're sensitive because I don't care.
Isn't it about the way you say it? I mean, there's a difference between you are so sensitive and you are so sensitive.
Okay, now you were selling there, so I get you that.
See?
Or, you're so sensitive, I get you there.
Sensitive.
But you see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
They're saying it makes it seem like we're communicating that you don't care about them or what they're saying. Listen, if you're this crazy, I don't care about you or what you're saying.
No.
I'm communicating it properly then. I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Yes, you just want me to not think that way.
Right.
Which is a different problem altogether.
Big time.
And if I say you're being too sensitive or you're so sensitive, it's because you're being oversensitive here.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just what it is.
They say that is emotional invalidation, Brad Staggs, and you need to stop that.
It's emotional rape if you get right down to it.
It's invalidation. You're invalidating somebody's emotions, and you should avoid that. It says when you discount someone's feelings, implying that for them to be saying or doing something that they must either be crazy, stupid, or some combination of the two, it's offensive. Over time, that invalidation can be incredibly destructive to a relationship, they say. Marriages thrive on mutual trust, respect, and security. And if a partner doesn't feel as though his or her feelings are being treated with respect, then the relationship will eventually corrode. You get all that? Canela Herrera, a licensed marriage and family therapist, Herrera said when a person expresses a feeling about something to their partner, that the partner gets to make a choice about how to interact back. That choice is either connect with their partner or to push their partner away.
And down the flight of stairs.
Right. She then said men especially tend to generalize and make the mistake of pushing
Wait
that.
a minute. Men. What? Say it again.
Men especially tend to generalize and make mistakes of pushing that person away when they make generalizations.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't
what's the matter?
overgeneralizing, men.
No, men are especially guilty of generalizing.
Yeah.
This
generally
family
speaking.
therapist says.
Sure. Yeah.
So men, you need to stop generalizing.
Yeah, you really do. Bunch of pigs.
You see a problem with that? Men especially.
I am stunned. It's
how do you say this? This is the point. This is ground zero of everything we've said about the Me Too and Kavanaugh hearings and all of that. Their inconsistency, their double standard is amazing. You, Brad, because you're a man and all men need to stop generalizing.
No kidding.
You need to stop painting with the broad brush, men.
Whoa. You can't say broad brush.
Do you see what I'm saying? This is the crazy. Do you hear yourself? This is the crazy that makes you start thinking you're crazy. Brad and I were talking about this yesterday in a long car ride. And the problem with cheating, the insult to injury, the injury is obviously the cheating, but anyone who's been man or woman cheated on is, or if you dated somebody that had an addiction as well, something like this.
Yep.
The insult to the injury is they make you think you're crazy.
Yeah, you question your own sanity.
You walk in and you see them in bed with somebody else. You see them
right there,
caught in flagrante delicto. And you have not been caught until you have been caught in flagrante delicto.
Right.
You see them with your own eyes. You hear them with your own ears. The whole thing.
Yep.
And when you, what the hell is going on? And they say, I wasn't cheating on you. And they are so bold about that. Absolutely. How dare you say I was cheating on you?
Do not accuse me of that. I was not cheating on you.
Right. And you're like, I just saw it, but they're so brazen. Why?
Wow,
maybe did I not?
Maybe they
are. You going to believe what I say or your own lying eyes and ears? Oh, you don't love me. You don't. Wait, what are you talking? That you start thinking this.
Yep.
And then down the road, you're like, well, there's been dudes picking her up at the house every night. But she comes home without her underwear. I don't know. Maybe
it is me.
How dare you cheat claim that I'm cheating on you?
Maybe she's not cheating.
The crazy where they say this. And this woman out there, men especially need to not generalize.
Right. Yeah.
And you say things like, excuse me, therapist?
Yeah.
You just generalized when you said
I didn't.
Men.
No. I'm just saying that men tend to generalize in general. I never said anything about generalizing men.
This is why we're here. This is exactly why this program and this platform exists for those of us that are the sane people that are made to think we're drunk.
You know what I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on learning? Is one simple phrase. When somebody says something to you, you repeat back to them. What I hear you saying is, and you repeat it back.
Amen.
And then if they say, no, that's not what I said, that's when you know they're crazy. That's when you know.
So you repeat their exact phrase. Yep. That's not what I said.
Yep.
That's what they said.
Walk away. No, don't walk away.
Is that second to the crazy eye test,
Run.
Right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha.
Yeah.
is a loud, distrustful malcontent. And so are we. MoJo 50. More of Doc Thompson next. MoJo 50. This is the seditious, rabble-rousing, liberty-loving, home of fun, entertaining, and compelling talk. MoJo 50.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Questions over the fate of a missing Saudi journalist have Secretary of State Pompeo visiting Saudi Arabia for meetings with senior Saudi officials, including the king. Jamal Khashoggi, an outspoken critic of Saudi Arabia's rulers, disappeared 2 weeks ago at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul, and Turkey fears that he was killed there. Meanwhile, President Trump putting forth his own theory on what may have happened to the missing journalist.
Jamal Khashoggi is feared dead since he has not been seen since walking into the Saudi consulate in Turkey 2 weeks ago. Turkish officials say they believe Saudi agents killed Khashoggi. The president says rogue killers may be responsible after saying Saudi Arabia's king told him during a phone call that he has no knowledge of what happened to Khashoggi.
We're going to try getting to the bottom of it very soon, but his was a flat denial.
The president says Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is going to Saudi Arabia and anywhere else necessary to find out what happened. Sagar Magani, Washington.
5 days after Hurricane Michael slammed the Florida Panhandle, people are struggling to locate friends and loved ones who haven't been heard from, although how many residents are missing appears to be anyone's guess. The hunt is on for a 13-year-old girl who authorities believe is in danger after her parents were found dead in their western Wisconsin home. An Amber Alert has been issued for Jamie Kloss. Investigators say they don't have any leads or any suspects in the case. Republican Senator Susan Collins has been cleared to stay in her Maine home while an investigation continues into a suspicious envelope. A note claimed that it contained ricin. The FBI says preliminary tests indicate there is no threat. Stormy Daniels' lawyer says he'll appeal a federal judge's ruling tossing out a defamation suit against President Trump. Wall Street Dow futures up 140, NASDAQ futures up 43 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
It looks like you're losing.
I am.
Are you losing weight?
I am losing. I've lost about 10 pounds.
How are you doing it?
Funny name, but I've done it with Riduzone. RIDUzone.com, and the stuff works. It's, you get into all that, the molecule this and the found in that. All I can tell you is it makes you feel full, and it keeps your mind off of wanting to overeat.
And also boosts your metabolism, so you're burning more.
Yeah,
Try it today. It's going to work for you like it's worked for Brad and countless other people. Riduzone.com. RIDUzone.com.
This is David Barton with another moment from America's history. In the minds of many today, government is a purely secular institution and is not in any way to be joined to religious principles. The result is that too often our public policies are now enacted without any consideration of their spiritual consequences. However, the Founding Fathers believed that even a political act should always be examined from a spiritual viewpoint. For example, in his inaugural address, President George Washington declared, "We ought to be persuaded that the favorable smiles of heaven can never be expected on a nation that disregards the eternal rules of order and right which heaven itself has ordained." President George Washington believed that the blessings of heaven would reside on this nation only so long as its national policies embraced godly standards.
For more information on God's hand in American history, contact Wall Builders at 1-800-8REBUILD.
There's a better way to meet people without having to suffer through all the crazies. Weed out all the nutty people with WeThePeople.dating. That's WeThePeople.dating. It's easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out WeThePeople.dating. Sign up and start dating today. WeThePeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
The mothership has landed.
Doc Thompson and Brad Staggs on MoJo 50. So Elizabeth Warren out there defending her Indianosity.
As she should.
Her Native Americanism.
As she should.
Her red man has nature. Even though she's only 1,024th. Coming up 1 hour from right now, the conservative cartel will grace the airwaves of MoJo 5-0. Matlock, Ron Phillips preparing now. Matlock does have some comments on Elizabeth Warren.
I can't imagine what Matlock will be saying.
Last night he called me and he went, "Oh my God, Elizabeth Warren, 24th. Oh my gosh, let's go on the air right now. Oh my God, we're going to go on the air right now." He has some comments, and he will share those 1 hour from right now. You do not want to miss them. Speaking of politics, a little bit of trouble for a Wyoming woman who's running for Evanston, Wyoming City Council. Her name is Deborah Reno. That's
no relation to Janet.
One of her names.
Oh, my. She sounds like a fascinating woman.
She has an alter ego.
Good.
Her alter ego is
Carlos Danger.
Misty Crockett. Misty Crockett. M-Y-S-T-E Crockett. Misty Crockett. Remember her?
The Wild Frontier. Yep.
Why would she have an alter ego? Well, in the political environment, and this has always been kind of the political environment, when people find out things about you that they think may give them an advantage or disadvantage your campaign, they will often make them public.
What?
And Deborah Reno's alter ego, Misty Crockett, became public, I think, because of politics. She is not backing down from her alter ego. Can I share with you what she wrote?
Please do.
She said, "My alter ego is hot and sexy in a way that I never get to be in real life."
Oh, yeah.
She said, "My husband loves my alter ego, although she only comes out when he and I are out of town. She doesn't break laws, but she is gorgeous. She's never gotten into trouble, but she does get into exciting adventures with my husband." Okay, that's... You're like, what is...
Oh, wow. This is, I'm intrigued.
Well, the reason you're like, okay, why would she even say all this stuff and tell people about this?
Yeah.
Well, she was called out because she has a business that Misty Crockett runs for her.
Oh, that should be interesting. What does Misty Crockett do for her?
Misty has an e-commerce site.
Well, that's good. She's a businesswoman.
It sells used panties.
Wait, what? She'll sell
Misty Crockett, queen of the stinky drawers.
It's not Misty Crotchet. Just
it says Crockett
spelling. Okay.
No, but yeah, that would be more appropriate, right? C-R-O-C-K-E-T-T. Misty Crotchet.
Wow. Used. Are they her used panties?
That is not clear.
Wow.
She has she even posted a video of her doing a strip tease online.
Used panties.
Right. According to Deborah Reno.
Yes.
When speaking of Misty, she said Misty showed me that it's okay to have fun and to be cute even when you're in your 50s. She said, "Yes, I sold panties online. I admit it. That does not make me a weak or bad person. It's a small, tiny part of who I am. Moralistic politics and fake news would have you believe that this is all encompassing and that an unsavory action makes you an unfit leader." She said, "I believe that divisive, destructive, and hurtful behavior shows weak character. These types of tactics are designed to instill fear, and shame. They crush the spirit of people. I tell my yoga ladies," because she also teaches yoga, "never hurt the heart." Brad, I want you to write that down.
Hold on. Never.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to have that embroidered on a pillow.
Never.
And I want that to be put on the MoJo 5-0 in-studio couch that guests sit on.
Hurt the...
Yes, never hurt the heart. Those are important words. Maybe you could do that as kind of a needle point. We'd hang it on the wall in here.
I could crochet it.
Crochet it, that would be fine as well. Maybe you could put that on Matlock's P-Town hat.
I think that would be fabulous.
Okay.
Beautiful
Never hurt the heart. Words to live by.
The heart.
She said, "The tender heart easily bruises, and you can destroy people if you try to hurt their heart."
I shouldn't put all of that on the
That
pillow,
gets a little wordy. I think
It's-
maybe on the back.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe a supplemental
How
pillow.
about on the sleeve?
Maybe 2 pillows. Something
you're
like
right,
that.
You're right.
She said, instead of hurting and embarrassing people, communities would be stronger if we empower people to speak the truth, to be true to who they are, to let their own unique voices be heard.
And
okay,
this all goes back to used panties.
Right. So it's like the fortune cookie. When you read a fortune cookie, you know the game. You add the prepositional phrase in bed. Or there's
in my pants.
Or in my pants.
Yeah.
So if it says I open a fortune cookie today, I'm going to open it, whatever.
Yep.
It says you have a bright future.
In my pants.
Right. This one says never put off till today what you can put off to tomorrow what you could do today.
In my pants.
Right. Exactly. You just put that on.
Yes.
You want to add while selling dirty panties to what she said. So can I read quick?
Yes, please.
I tell my yoga ladies, never hurt the heart.
While selling dirty panties.
The tender heart easily bruises.
While selling dirty panties.
And you can destroy people if you try to hurt their heart.
While selling dirty panties.
Wow. Instead of hurting and embarrassing people, communities would be stronger if we empower people to speak the truth.
While selling dirty panties. Wow.
And to let their own voices be heard.
While selling dirty panties. She is a dirty girl.
Dirty girl.
Very dirty girl. And she's twins.
No, hold it. Deborah Reno is not a dirty girl.
No.
Misty Crockett.
Very dirty girl.
That is such a dirty girl, right?
Dirty girl.
She said, I should have known better than... I should have known better to ever enter into the world of politics. It is not for the weak. I am not weak, but I am gentle, kind, and loving.
While selling dirty panties.
These things are not characteristics of a politician. They are characteristics of a healer, a writer, and a person who wants to make the world a better place.
While selling dirty panties.
Think about what she wrote. I should have known better than to ever get into the world of politics. It's not for the weak. I am not weak. Wait, what?
While selling dirty
Then why did you say you shouldn't have gotten into the world of politics?
Yeah, because she did she just say she was strong?
She said, it is not for the weak. I am not weak, but I am gentle, kind, and loving. Okay.
Wow.
She goes on to say, and by the way, at this point, you're probably saying to yourself, wow, so many words. So many words.
At least she was getting ahead of it.
I would say, yes, you're right. Now, you would expect a woman who's made a career out of selling dirty panties to know how to get to the point a little easier. Lots and lots of words here.
Oh, she's a tease. You have to draw it out. That's the seduction.
And I think I feel the failure. It's Deborah Reno that has so many words.
Yeah, she really
Misty Crockett. Pow! She cuts to the quick. Right?
Straight to the point.
Right there.
Yeah. My question is, you said she's a yoga instructor as well. That would entail wearing yoga pants.
Probably.
You don't wear underwear with yoga pants.
No, I mean, she
So
probably doesn't
where
wear
is
them
she
24/7.
Where's she getting the?
No, I'm saying she
used?
may wear underwear. Maybe she wears yoga pants all the time. Maybe only she wears them during class.
It was just one of those things that popped up in my
I hear
head.
what you're saying is there's another possibility, another line here.
Right, yeah.
It's Misty Crockett's used panties and
Yoga pants.
her
used yoga pants.
Yeah, dirty yoga pants. She said, yes, I should have known that the internet is a big place, that nothing is secret. Yes, I know, because I tell my kids all the time that you can choose your actions, but you cannot choose your consequences. Yes, I know that people will look at me differently now. Yes, I made a choice that not everyone would make. I chose to run for office. Nay.
While selling dirty panties.
I cannot quit. I love the town I live in. I love the people who live here, and I have a desire to make this place better than before. People deserve a choice, and people deserve to have leaders who value them in exactly where they are. People deserve to be seen for who they are and not crushed because they don't fit into some cookie-cutter mold.
While selling dirty panties.
So many words. When politics stops being hateful and hurtful and destructive, then maybe more kind, caring, and compassionate people will lead. Until then, we will continue getting what we've always have. Namaste, my friend.
Go to usedirtypanties.com. And by the way, dirty just sound. Let's stick with used.
She works as a yoga instructor and a massage therapist.
Whoa.
Wait, I'm going to make sure. Massage. Yes, it is therapist, not a massage the rapist.
You know what? I'll bet you things are never dull around the Reno household.
Nope, there she is. What do you think?
Okay, that's a dude. That is a dude.
There was a friend of ours who called us who offered to help us a couple days ago on this platform. The guy from Chicago that we know. Look at the face.
Wow.
Is it or is it not our friend?
Uh-huh. Oh, the truth.
With long hair.
Oh, that's frightening.
A friend of ours in this crazy fun radio business that we've known for years. He's like, hey, I have some ideas for you guys. Really smart guy, whatever, but that's him.
Who apparently
has a dirty panties business and goes by the name Misty Crockett and Deborah Reno.
That is funny.
Brad Staggs, if I said to you, all right, you got a woman here, an average woman. She has a name, but she also has an alter ego that does something a little dirty, maybe something avant-garde, underground. And I presented you with the name Deborah Reno and the name Misty Crockett. Which one are you going to guess is the normal, regular name, and the other one is the underground name? Because I'm picking Misty Crockett as the average person.
Really?
My friend Misty Crockett, yeah.
But Deborah Reno is
and on the center stage, Deborah Reno, all the way from Reno, the biggest little city in the world.
I just think of Janet Reno, which just ruins the whole thing for me. Could have been.
Happily promoting the 4 F's: freedom, faith, free markets, and fun. MoJo 50.
Are you tired of the bar scene? Tired of trying to meet people that maybe you just don't know? I'll tell you what, I'm a classic example of online dating. I met my beautiful wife online on a dating platform, and you can too. Check out wethepeople.dating. There's a better way for all of you single guys and you ladies out there. You know what? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner ought to be your number one goal, just like the Constitution. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, if you're looking for someone, you don't have any time, you've got a computer, you've got an internet, you can start browsing wethepeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner shouldn't be a mantra, it should be a goal. For the love of people and people of love. Listen to Matt Locke. Check out wethepeople.dating.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
Hey, it's Doc Thompson. Got the new show on MoJo 50 coming up. Hopefully you'll join us for that. And as a regular feature, my good friend, my life partner, Chef Patrick Mosier. I mean that in a food sort of way.
I would hope so.
Yeah. You'll be joining us on the broadcast as well?
Absolutely. Every day that you ask me to.
Talking food and business and prostitutes, right? Because you're the food biz pro, and that's what the pro's for.
It's all about cocaine and hookers.
It's all about cocaine and hookers until somebody gets arrested. And then it's about the legal system. And well, you get the point. We'll be talking food and food trends and business. And of course, we'll be spotlighting business, as I always have on my broadcast. But Chef Patrick Mosier will join us, and he has his own platform starting soon on Spoonie Radio.
Spoonie Radio, 24-hour food talk radio.
Can you really talk about food for 24 hours a day?
I could, but even I don't want to listen to myself talk about food for 24 hours. So we will have...
Somebody will.
Someone will be on the air 24 hours a day talking food, fun, travel, culture, and more than anything, food.
Take the pain out of ordering your diabetic testing supplies with DiaThrive. DiaThrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to you when you need them. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, DiaThrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. DiaThrive is so convinced that you'll love their service, they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code DOC, D-O-C, at checkout. DiaThrive.com. That's D-I-A, thrive.com.
You cannot retreat to your safe spaces. There are no therapy poodles allowed when facing the truth. And that's just how we like it. Straight, hard-hitting, conservatarian truth, on the rocks. No chaser, no marches, no protest, only small limited government constitutional conversations exclusively on MoJo 50. We get into foreign policy. We get into national politics. We get into constitutional, libertarian, conservative ideology. We put the brakes on the media spin by destroying the lies, dismantling the narratives, and bringing you the stone-cold hard truth. Every weekend on MoJo 50. Join me, Adrian Slade, for a raging hour-long discussion, deconstructing the headlines and delivering you the entire full story. Only on MoJo 50. Live free.
We have spotlighted a couple of shady things going on when it comes to social media in the last couple of weeks, and I don't think it's any shock to anybody how conservatives and libertarians are being treated on social media. That there is an effort by the social media platforms, the major ones like Facebook and Twitter, some of the best known, Instagram and others, to silence, to ban, to shut down, to carve out, to hurt the messages of conservatives and libertarians. We know that. But it is far worse than I think most of us even realize. Because now it appears that there is some sort of collusion between the different social media groups. New information. Just in the past couple of weeks, an unprecedented escalation in censorship took place, and most people are not even paying attention. First of all, Facebook, right? It abbreviated FB. Yeah. Facebook purged hundreds of right-wing pages, and we talked about some of that. Ron, what is it? The TV Liberty One TV. Liberty One. We know some of the people there.
We know quite a few of the people there. We've got one of them that is actually on our network here, but they had 19 Facebook pages that encompassed 23 million followers.
And this was part of their platform to make money.
It was part of their platform. Yeah,
this was their broadcast channel.
That's right.
Essentially.
And what they were doing was they were sharing their videos across all the platforms when the videos would start, things like that. Therefore, they were, quote, spamming, and that's what Facebook went after them for, their behavior.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that seems sketchy, and that was bad enough.
Exactly.
But it was several hundred, 600, 800, something like that?
800.
Yeah,
this 525
and this was
pages and 200 some odd individuals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, remember, that was just one fell swoop a week ago. And this is not any of the ones that they've done since then. They're daily ones that they banned people, the people they banned in the past. That was all of a sudden. Now, a lot of people know that. That got a little bit of attention. But what most people don't know is within hours of that happening on Facebook, Twitter purged hundreds of people as well. Some of the same people.
Oh, really?
Yes. They banned all kinds of accounts. And people, so they banned individual like business type accounts or pages, and then the people associated with them. So it would be akin to them saying we're getting rid of MoJo 50 Radio's page, and then mine and yours and Ron's and Matt's and everybody else.
Right.
So Twitter did that within, folks, hours of Facebook doing that.
You're not suggesting it was a coordinated effort, are you?
I'm saying I believe it was a coordinated. I'm not suggesting at all. I'm saying that is what I believe. I have learned something in this crazy world of dealing with politics and the media and people.
Right.
There are few, if any, coincidences in the world when it comes to stuff like this.
Yeah.
It just so happened the same day.
Yeah.
Please.
If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck.
What is their other explanation? Facebook, answer those questions. Twitter, answer the questions. But they won't. Instead, they go to Capitol Hill and they do a little song and dance for Congress and pretend like they care about conservative voices. They do not. Remember, even if Jack and even if Zuckerberg believe that they really want people to talk and they want a platform, they fail instantly because their starting point is progressivism. Remember, they don't believe in freedom of speech. They believe in freedom of speech starting at a place where they have already infringed the rights of some because they believe some speech should be limited. They believe that some speech is offensive. So that's where they start.
They banned all kinds of people within hours of each other. So then what? Facebook, Twitter. It's happening each and every day, folks, and it's getting worse and worse. And we've known this for years now. And finally, we are saying, let's stand up to them. We are going to continue to use their own little platforms against them. We'll continue to be on Facebook and Twitter. Why wouldn't we be?
Yeah.
But this is not where we live exclusively, and this is not our ground zero. Instead, we are going to use these platforms to tell people, hey, we're over here on our own platform, MoJo50.com. Hey, we're building our own platform on social media and have partnered with a social media platform and likely others in the future that are truly about the First Amendment, not just conservative, because that ends up being its own echo chamber and having its own problems. You're not going to teach more people what conservatism is, what libertarianism is, if we only have an echo chamber. So we've partnered with MeWe.com, and we've got to get a few 100,000 up there within the next couple of months to pull off what we're trying to pull off. If we can do this, you are going to, within the next 6 months or year, have the scales lifted from your eyes, and you are going to go, oh my golly, I cannot believe what these guys were pulling off.
Well, and the fact that they basically deleted all these accounts even after Twitter, actually it was George Washington University, found out that most of the accounts, a lot of the accounts that were spreading the fake news during the 2016 election were still active. So they leave the fake crap that's up there that benefits them.
And which ones do you think? And we all have those examples every day of somebody saying the most reprehensible, violent thing and threatening somebody. It's left up. Yeah. But meanwhile, you say something slightly off color, satirical, that has to do with race or sexuality, almost like, and they go nuts on it, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sign up for a MeWe account today, please. MeWe.com. MEWE.com. It's a little, clumsy to get used to. It's a new platform, so you got to figure it out.
They're working on it.
Pages are up. We're going to start those, and we'll walk you through it. But for now, sign up as many people as you can. I need you to proselytize this. I need you to get out there and explain this to people and sign them up, because it will benefit you and us and our message and the right message of freedom. But you got to sign up. Some of it we told you where we're going. If you go back and listen to Friday's program, you'll understand. But it is far greater than that. Our message right now is hundreds of thousands within the next couple of months. And then in the next 6 months, the whole thing will be unveiled. Ta-da! And you're going to be like, I am on board, and I've been on board since day one.
It takes a lot of coordination and a lot of coordination behind the scenes to get all this stuff done.
We're not CBS. We're not Facebook. We don't have whatever.
We don't have any money.
No, we don't. It's us doing this and MeWe doing it, and some other platforms and people as well. We've been in contact with some of our friends in the media as well to say, hey, you guys on board? And they are. We've told you about some of the people that are going to be on this platform.
Yeah.
It's bold what we're planning, but we can do it. And it starts with signing up a couple 100,000 in the coming months to MeWe, which should not be a problem. And then number 2, growing this platform.
Yep.
By Black Friday, I believe we'll be able to tell you another big piece of the puzzle. But for now, MeWe.com, we signed up, and then slowly work your way through it. Again, it's not saying you're going to leave everywhere else. No. Why would you? We need to tell those people over there where to go. Over here. Yep. We're over at MeWe.com, and that's where freedom rings.
The Radio Revolution, Mojo 50.
Dating.
Doc Thompson, Mojo 50.
25-year-old man in the UK carrying out a solo sex act outside the police station again. A witness saw Benjamin Dankin staring at St. Mary's Wharf police station. Just standing there, staring at the police station, just standing. The witness told him, "Stop it or I'm going to call the cops." A while later, the witness spotted him again. Damn it, I told that guy to stop touching himself.
And he didn't. He's still doing it.
He's still doing it. Steve, go out and tell him to stop that. Go out there and just whack him.
No.
Whack him right. Whack.
You don't.
What?
No, you don't want. He already is. So
jerk him right out of that front of the police.
No. It's again. You're being redundant. Speak to him firmly.
I don't think that.
No,
that's not going to work either.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because it feels good.
Wow. Hey, guys, Ron Phillips from the Conservative Cartel. I want to tell you about a new weight loss product that's quickly becoming part of our Mojo 50 family. Okay, so it was launched by this Texas company who have taken the good stuff in olive oil and created a patented product that helps people control their appetite and lose weight. That's right. It's also a big help to keep the weight off. In a 6-year study of former contestants from The Biggest Loser, you remember that show? It showed that when you lose weight, your body actually thinks something bad has happened and it fights back by slowing your metabolism and boosting your appetite. Rid-U-Zone, that's R-I-D-U Zone, contains a patented ingredient that has been shown to boost metabolism and reduce appetite while helping you burn fat. If you are struggling every day with cravings, try Rid-U-Zone. It makes it so much easier to control your appetite and not think about food all day. That's my problem. For a short time, we have a 30% off deal for our show. Just go to riduzone.com and enter code MATT. That's M-A-T-T. Again, that's riduzone.com, R-I-D-U-Z-O-N-E.com. Rid-U-Zone. Hey guys, Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Are you tired of the bar scene, hoping to find the love of your life? Well, there is a better way for you single guys and ladies out there. Check out wethepeople.dating. They make it easy to find a liberty-minded match, and it takes less than a minute to create a free account and begin browsing through over 11 million monthly subscribers. Look, we all know the success of a relationship hinges on the core shared values of a couple. So check out wethepeople.dating for the love of people and people of love. Sign up and start dating today. Wethepeople.dating. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of a partner.
The Adrian Slade Show.
The polling shows it is swaying for the right in the midterms because of this hack job. But we can't let that energy die down because the left is doing everything it can to energize its base. It's going to tech companies, having you register straight through Twitter, straight through Facebook. It's got it straight through Google. You've got HBO out there putting out commercials to vote, and they do so with a slant towards the Me Too movement. And now they're digging deep into culture. They're getting into the Marvel Universe.
My first time, everybody clapped afterwards.
I mean, I didn't know how to do it.
Where to put it, where to slide it in.
Did it. I voted. Voting is so hot.
And the fact that they're doing this with sexual innuendo is ridiculous. I mean, hey, baby, let me shove my ballot in your box. Look, when I'm shading that bubble with my pencil, I don't draw outside the lines. I might bust a sticker on your chest.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American-made and serve those who serve us. Our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com. Use promo code MATT, M-A-T-T, and get 15% off your purchase.
Get the tweets in, get the Facebook posts in, and get the shares and posts on MeWe.com in as well. Use the hashtag What I Learned Today if yours are deemed worthy by Ron Phillips, who's spinning the dials radio style for us today. We will include you in the show close.
He is taking notes.
He is.
He is taking notes. Blah, blah, blah.
Love the blah, blah, blah.
He tweeted this year's top Halloween costume should be a two-headed Facebook Twitter monster threatening to shadow ban the entire neighborhood. And likely would. Pink Floyd, I keep getting lost at me. It's a might lumpy, but then
it
so
is.
was this when I got here. And that is true. When Facebook and Twitter started, it wasn't as easy to navigate. They've had years to perfect the flow.
So it's two things. Number one, we're not used to it.
No,
and I admittedly am not. You just got to keep playing with it and you'll figure it out. Number two, you're right. It is a little wonky. They'll streamline it a bit. But when their pages come out, which may already be out or will be out in the next couple of days, it's more like a Facebook timeline that you can have and it'll be easier. For now, here's the cool thing. It's kind of like the Wild West.
Yeah, it is.
You can post and go where you want. They want a little bit of that element as well. They are not going.
Lots of cat videos.
Right. They are not going to control you with that stuff, and that's good.
No, and that's it. With all of these pages that Facebook just banned, just dumped. What about the people that were following them? I mean, when you've got a combined, millions and millions of people were following these, which means obviously someone was a fan of these pages. Does that mean that Facebook doesn't give a crap about what you think?
Right. Well, they don't. They don't care about you because you obviously wanted to see it. They weren't forcing themselves on you, right? And then number two, what about those businesses?
Yeah. They obviously do not care.
Now, Facebook is also a business and they have a right to do whatever. That's fine. But this is why for the people that have become a one-platform star, you are a star on Facebook. Facebook controls you. YouTube, same thing.
Yeah.
And by the way, YouTube has started heading in the direction of censorship and down that we don't like conservative road.
Oh, YouTube has, they will change their algorithms. When they see you making, guys, this has happened to friends of mine, making very good money on their videos, they'll change the algorithm like that, and all your income goes poop.
So this is something we had to consider when we started this platform.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in today's world, you have to have a presence on all those social media in order for people to know you until you become, iconic where people search you out without that stuff. And even then, you probably still want it. Those are a consideration. That's the reason we live on multiple platforms as well. Mm-hmm. By the way, we've got a couple of other platforms where you can hear podcasts and live streaming coming within the next couple of days.
Yeah.
I have specific information, but I don't want to say it yet. And we've already put up a couple of others in the last couple of days.
And again, we're going to try to make the information a little easier to find on the website. We're working.
It's coming along.
It's an ongoing project.
There's something else you can do if you want to battle this stuff as well, and that is support the people and organizations and companies that think like you do. It's not about banning or boycotting or anything, a company that you don't support. You don't have to do that. You're as bad as they are when you do that. It's simply about saying you will support financially those that you agree with.
Yeah.
By the way, some companies you can't avoid. You can't. Try to avoid when it comes to internet search engines.
Oh, although I'm finding DuckDuckGo
is that more?
It yes.
More. I think that's not progressive.
It doesn't seem to be.
It's just okay. Android or Apple.
Yeah,
they're both. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard.
It's difficult to navigate those waters. Certainly is when it comes to cell phones and your service. Almost every cell phone provider in America today is not just non-conservative, they are actually progressive, except one, and that is Patriot Mobile. Please support Patriot Mobile. Sign up for an account today. All you have to do is switch over. It takes 10, 15 minutes usually at most. You can do it while driving down the road. Just dial them up, 800-8-PATRIOT. Tell them Doc sent you. By the way, anybody you support, please remind them you heard it in MoJo 50 or our platform, Doc Thompson, Brad Staggs, Conservative Cartel. Mm-hmm. But 800-8-PATRIOT. You can keep your phone number. They get great deals, amazing nationwide coverage, and the best customer service out there. It's patriotmobile.com/doc. We put the /doc so they know where they heard it or where their customers are coming from.
Yeah.
patriotmobile.com/doc or 800-A-PATRIOT. Please sign up for an account today. Think $4 cell phone still, either iPhone or Androids, whatever those are.
But it's not the current model.
No, you're not getting a 10 for that, an iPhone 10. But you get a good one. It works. It's fine. It's a smartphone.
Takes pictures. And if you want text, it does all of the surfing.
If you want more, a couple more bucks a month here and there, you just scale up. That's all you do. Mm-hmm. But often they will have unlimited data talk text plans for $20 a month and a $4 rental fee for a phone.
That's pretty amazing.
And it's great coverage. Plus,
amazing.
They take just a little bit of their profits. They're proud capitalists, but they take a little bit of cost of doing business and they send it to conservative causes. None of it will ever go to a progressive cause, and you do a little bit of good sending it to conservative and libertarian candidates and causes and organizations. So please, patriotmobile.com/doc or 800-A-PATRIOT.
Taint Kitty, Taint MoJo 50. Damn, Misty Crockett, that was going to be my business model for Black Friday Building America.
Hey, you can still get in on it.
There's plenty of room for competition in the used panty industry.
I would say start with somebody hotter.
Yes.
I mean, the panties don't actually be from somebody hotter. I'm just saying put a better picture up.
Right, yeah, exactly. Because there might be people out there who actually want to buy used panties from someone who looks like a woman.
Yeah.
And not a dude. It's just really...
By the way, I wasn't mocking her drive. Her business, her entrepreneurial spirit.
No.
Good for her.
I'm
not judging that business. That's what you want. That's up to you. Everyone has their own thing.
Used panties, dirty feet, whatever.
I'm fine with that. In fact, if I thought I could make any decent money off of it, I would do that in a second.
Oh, I will sell you my socks. I will sell Brad's used socks. They're hot, too.
We should put that up, just see if any of that takes off eventually. I got to believe that when you get into the right vein with the fetish, the people that have that fetish, it could explode on you. But I guarantee someone's selling. There's probably dozens of sites that sell used socks.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, women I don't think are going to be into guys' dirty socks.
Who said it's women? I don't care if it's men, women, trannies.
That's true. Ron likes my socks. So,
I don't know likes. He's just not he's giving you the kind of the thumbs up. So okay, good deal.
Yeah. He's having a rough day.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if you want that service and I can make money, so be it good for you,
I will
right?
sell you my dirty socks.
I did choose you over Brad Pitt, though.
Thank you.
See?
We have a special relationship.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
We do.
Do you think, honestly, there's so much competition out there, even with this, if you and I put up a website today and threw a couple of hot chicks pics up there, and we said, do you use dirty panties? Here we go. We'll send those on. Are we going to get sales?
Yes. There will be a certain segment of the population, albeit small, that would buy them.
But
that's the frightening thing.
I mean, are we going to get a lot of customers? There's other people doing this.
No, we are not. We'll get 3. But the key to our success is repeat business. We have to change the style of socks and underpants each day.
Keep it fresh.
Well, no, you don't want to keep it fresh.
Keep the dirty panties fresh.
That's it. Yes, you don't want to. Yeah, no,
these are
not
new, old dirty panties.
Yes,
okay.
And we will hermetically seal them in plastic so that they retain their fresh dirtiness. No, I'm serious. I mean, that you think that the competition's putting them in hermetically sealed bags? No, they're slapping them in an envelope, licking the gummy seal, and right in the mail.
And trust me, this is likely what the people want.
Exactly. You want to be able, when you get that package in the mail, you open the outer envelope and you see the cellophane wrapper inside. When you pop that open,
sealed for freshness.
Fresh. Yes, exactly. And that is really what's going to make our business different than all of the rest of the
We keep the dirty, stinky filth inside.
Yes.
So you can enjoy every bit of it.
Yes, because otherwise it dissipates during the truck ride, the plane ride, wherever we're going to send them, by Pony Express, carrier pigeon, drone.
Do we also offer the service where, yes, it's BradStinkyUsedPanties.com, but when we ship it to you, it's...
Oh, no, you don't want to see that. You don't want... It's going to be very discreet. It's going to be very...
I mean, is it just some generic name, or do you actually put something good on it, like the books on helpingchildren.com? Right? Yeah.
UNICEF.
There it is. Done. I know you. You're that crazy land shark with dirty, soiled panties. UNICEF.
UNICEF.
Right? Hi, it's Doc Thompson. Please give to UNICEF dirty used panties. You know what, Brad? We've got to find a unique other angle, though. And I'm thinking, people have fetishes about races and whatever. Do you get people around the globe to do this?
Yes.
Do people with fetishes like that also want to help?
I think that it doesn't matter what you're into if you have a good soul.
Well, see, this is what I'm saying. So
heart.
maybe we combine. You go, okay, yes, these are dirty used panties, but they're from women around the globe, and a small percentage of that money goes back to help them.
Yeah, and that would make even more sense because...
I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying it's marketing, right?
Yes, exactly. What we're going to do is say that it goes back to them to make you feel better about your purchase and less of a freak
by the way,
wanting to buy those.
I got to believe if you want dirty, soiled panties, that there are parts of the world where the panties are much more soiled because they don't practice the same proper hygiene.
I would prefer to drop the term soiled.
I think that's a selling feature.
I think you have
Ron,
to have
we focus group that? Is that what we do? We get a room full of people and practice whether or not the soiled is a good marketing term or not?
Brainstorming. I love that. Focus
grouping. Now, here's the thing, though. We're going to have to focus group it, I would think, with people who are into that, right?
Yeah,
focus group is with people who aren't into it.
Yeah. We'd like a focus group of people who
enjoy panties, but then how do we know what to put on there?
Right.
Soiled may end up, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do we advertise for the focus group if the focus group is going to come in to tell us advertising?
Damp. Do we use the word damp?
What? Guys, here it is. Yeah. We advertise. We need you for the focus group.
Yep.
The freaks come in. I'm sorry. The potential focus groupies come in. They are your future customers.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Right? Now, Pete, we have you in here. What do you think? Is that soil does or does not work? What do you think?
I like the word soil.
Okay, great. Give me your email address and we'll send you a free pair.
When you're advertising for those freaks, people to come in,
customer.
you have to use the word moist. Use the word moist.
Moist. See, I was back and forth between moist and damp.
Damp, moist.
Damp, moist.
How about undry?
I like that. It keeps it neutral. Because even amongst the customers, there are going to be a certain segment of those people who do not like the word moist.
I'll do you one better. I think there's probably layers, like the American flag or a cake or a parfait, right, of people who say,
yes,
I want them dirty. And others just want them unwashed, undry.
Moist.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we have two websites.
Wait till these launch.
Okay, we're in good shape here. Black Friday.
What's a MoJo? What's a MoJo? $20, same as downtown. MoJo 50.
This is Just a Minute with Stacey Washington. Research on religion and American life by the Barna Group shows that only 4% of professing Christians actually possess a Christian worldview. The Barna Group asked the following questions to determine whether or not a Christian worldview is present. Do absolute moral truths exist? Does the Bible define absolute truth? Did Jesus Christ live a sinful life? Is God the all-powerful and all-knowing creator of the universe, and does he still rule it today? Is salvation a gift from God that cannot be earned? Is Satan real? Does a Christian have a responsibility to share his or her faith in Christ with other people? Is the Bible accurate in all of its teachings? The correct answer to all of these questions is yes. Do you agree? If not, you do not have a Christian worldview. Instead of going through the motions, let's use our lives to honor and serve God by living out a biblically sound Christian worldview in every avenue of our lives. I'm Stacey Washington. Find out more at staceyontheright.com.
It looks like you're losing.
I am.
Are you losing weight?
I am losing. I've lost about 10 pounds.
How are you doing it?
It's a funny name, but I've done it with Riduzone. RADUzone.com, and the stuff works. It's, you get into all that, the molecule this and the found in that. All I can tell you is it makes you feel full, and it keeps your mind off of wanting to overeat.
And also boosts your metabolism, so you're burning more.
Yeah,
Try it today. It's going to work for you like it's worked for Brad and countless other people. Riduzone.com. RIDUzone.com.
Hey, guys, it's Ron Phillips with the Conservative Cartel. Everyone lives with a little bit of pain, but living with diabetes can be a real pain. While you may have to test your blood sugar and take insulin, ordering your testing supplies shouldn't be one more pain you have to deal with. At least it's not when you work with DiaThrive. DiaThrive ships the testing supplies you need directly to your home when you need them. Gone are the days of visiting multiple stores to find the right strips, waiting in long lines to purchase your supplies, or sorting through your insurance requirements to figure out what they cover. Best of all, with plans starting as low as $8 a month, DiaThrive is probably going to cost you less than what you're paying today. DiaThrive saves you time and money. Plus, they're pretty fun to work with, too. So why don't you give DiaThrive a chance to show you there's a better way to manage your diabetes? They're so convinced that you'll love their service that they're offering your first month of supplies free. Simply type the code MATT, that's M-A-T-T, at checkout. Be sure to head out to the web right now and check these guys out. It's DiaThrive.com.
The Conservative Cartel.
I'm going to say something here. I think I pissed off a couple people on Friday. I don't like Susan Collins. I don't like Jeff Flake. And I don't like Lindsey Graham. They are rhinos. Now, I'm going to give credit where credit is due because these people stepped up. And by the way, Benny Johnson over at the Daily Caller, he had a video of Lindsey Graham flat street balling. And it was funny. I can't play it on the air because little curse words. But he's the mother effer. B.I.G. is the song playing in the background as he is just waving off a protester. John McCain died and left Lindsey Graham his balls. I mean, good Lord, it happened. I like this Lindsey Graham. I like Lindsey Graham with balls. I mean, I don't know what got into that dude's Wheaties.
Well, you heard what he said on the news this morning.
Oh, he's going after the other side
now. He said, I've never campaigned against any of my fellow senators, but that's all changed now.
I'm telling you, John McCain dies and Lindsey Graham found his balls.
Never Forgotten Apparel is more than just a premium women's and men's clothing line. It's a movement to remind us to wear American made and serve those who serve us, our heroes. Never Forgotten Apparel gives 20% of their total sales to nonprofits that support homeless veterans and off-duty firefighters, and 50% to individual veterans and firefighters in need nationwide. Check out neverforgottenapparel.com, use promo code DUCK, and get 15% off your purchase. That's neverforgottenapparel.com.
What do you mean it's last call?
All righty, that is it, ladies and gentlemen, the end of your Daily Mojo. But before we go, as always, let's find out what we learned today. Brought to you today by Rich Solutions. Go to richsolutions.com and turn your life around. Health and wellness. Make sure to look under shop and get those vitamin supplements. The top of the line, the gold standard, the Cadillac of vitamin supplements that you need in your diet. Go there today, richsolutions.com.
TheRichSolution.com. Like you said, TheRichSolution.com.
I'm sorry, TheRichSolution.com.
That's what you said. Yeah.
That seems like a... Okay. TheRichSolution.com.
There you go.
We learned Elizabeth Warren's path to be commander-in-chief is a patchy one, but she is brave and has no reservations. Trust me, somebody in her team is going to slip and say brave or reservations or commander-in-chief. And should she become commander-in-chief, oh my gosh, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Commander-in-Chief Elizabeth Warren.
Don't worry, we won't mock it.
She does one of those.
Wow.
We learned that upon realizing her lawsuit was thrown out of court, Stormy Daniels had this to say. Hey, baby, what's your dream? Hey, baby. Made her more like a prostitute, but okay, fine,
it's all right.
Sure.
That's
We learned that I did not send rice into Susan Collins.
No.
I did not do that.
No.
But I may send her Nostalgia rice in a box.
That's a good idea. At MoJoWildRice.com.
Yes, MoJoWildRice.com. I may suggest that to him.
And that is a way to show you care.
Is that a good marketing plan to... I mean, it is to tie into topical events, right?
I think so. I can't see anybody seeing anything wrong with that.
It's not rice in, it's rice in a box from MoJoWildRice.com. We learned it's offensive, very offensive and outrageous that Prince Harry and Meghan, or whatever her name is, announced their pregnancy on Oral Hygiene Day.
Right.
Right, very troubling.
It's
also very offensive that they announced it on International Open Face Spanner Wrench Day.
No kidding.
Right? I mean, very troubling. Why would you?
Thoughtless.
Also very troubling that they announced it on National Glass Blowers Day.
Right.
I mean, what are you guys thinking?
You know, that's the problem with the royal family. They just don't think.
Finally, I learned that Misty Crockett is queen of the unclean, undry wares.
It almost has a ring to it.
I was close. I'm going to work on that.
Yes, please do.
Brad Staggs, what, if anything, did you learn today?
I learned today that my Post-it notepad has more Native American DNA than Elizabeth Warren. And could soon run for office.
It's only 1,023rd
yes.
Native American.
I also learned a story.
It is very Asian, though.
Yes, it's yes, it is.
You want to hold that notepad up and show why it's Asian?
Because you see, it is yellow.
How dare you? I meant that it was efficient. I meant that it was efficient and industrial and useful and loved.
That's not what it said in the script right here. That's not what it
Sorry,
said.
we'll talk to the writers later.
I also learned that Stormy Daniels is going to end up blowing her wad on the president's legal fees.
Hold it. Let me just... Okay, go ahead.
Got to be expensive. I learned that my cat Cooper has more Native American DNA than Elizabeth Warren.
Really?
And more common sense. I also learned that Brad's Dirty, Damp, Moist Socks and Underpants.com has taken, so don't you try to buy it.
You know, the listeners right now are buying every combination of those words with a .com after it.
I've already got them all, and I'm going to be a millionaire. I learned that my cell phone has more Native American DNA than Elizabeth Warren.
Well, and it has more African blackness in it as well.
It has a lot of everything more.
Black, I mean, the case itself, I mean, shows it's black.
I learned that Bill Cosby did for sexual assault what Donald Trump did for politics.
Let me think.
Changed all the rules.
Yes, changed all the rules.
I learned
with the pudding and the rape and the roof and all.
Put the pudding and the rice and the pill and the people in the jail cell.
I gotta get the more roof and all before the date.
Somebody get me some pudding.
Yellow pudding.
Sorry.
I learned that Harry and Meghan Markle are insensitive royal a-holes for announcing their pregnancy during Shark Week.
Was it Shark Week? Damn it.
You know, they should just
very offensive.
Have some respect for your fellow human beings. I learned that you'll find a bushel of money in my dirty panties. And finally, I learned that your smile will tell you what makes you feel good in my dirty panties. And that is all.
Just go ahead and put it right at the end there.
Yes.
Brad Staggs, I ask you this now. What, if anything, did the listeners learn today?
Funny you should ask. Black suit Larky Farkin learned for me the attractiveness of a woman degrades exponentially the more progressive they sound when they blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I know, right?
I so agree with you there.
You bust out one thing about PETA. Oh, my gosh. I can stave off a certain amount of how much your mom hates you and your friends don't like you and they're mistreating you. I can deal with some of that.
Yeah.
But you bust something progressive out and I am gone.
Even if they're a great cook.
I'm serious, Brad. You say something, I am gone immediately after we have sex.
Exactly.
Absolutely gone.
TJ Thompson learned Trump is a political Bill Cosby. That thought never would have entered my mind by natural causes. Now it will never leave my mind. You're welcome. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
Stephen English learned to curb your pot cravings. Try Rid-U-Weed. That's Rid-U-Weed.
I want you to know, Sashi and the great folks at Rid-U-Zone, they are so industrious and capitalist. They're like, wait a minute, can we do that? Can we do that? Can we get a formula? Let's do the research or whatever. They are really sharp guys at RidUZone.com.
They've already got the URL, I believe.
It works, by the way. Lose weight with RidUZone.com.
Let's see, TJ Toppin also said, if you put a mini fridge on both sides of the desk, you could have beer available and there would be more surface area to help with your small desk issue. All right, I've had it. I'm going to get the construction crew. I'm going to go whoop. They're out front.
We'll see. We'll see how that works.
So didn't we hear that yesterday?
Yeah, we did. We did.
Look, I was gone yesterday. I had things to do.
Okay.
Long road trip.
Okay.
Living Well tweeted, you'll find top quality supplements and the key to a better life at therichsolution.com. They did it better than you did.
Therichsolution.com.
Therichsolution.com.
Who tweeted that out there?
Living Well.
Oh.
You want to live well?
Yeah.
Go to therichsolution.com. Sticky learned we had a kid with a full beard show up for trick or treat, so we made him dance for candy.
Oh, that's awesome. I like the little communities where mom and dad get to trick or treat along with you.
Not
you ever
in Virginia.
See those?
Not in Virginia. You'll get arrested.
No, a different type of trick or treating.
Oh.
And kids go up to the door, and you got the people out front with like a little barbecue grill and some cold beer.
Yeah.
Oh, some of my neighbors do it legit like that.
Can we just do that in the backyard and forget about the stupid doorbell ringing?
Yeah, but you have to do the kids part of it or whatever. I mean, if you have kids, you do.
I turn off the lights and
we should change. Maybe it should be an adultology.
I just like
a holiday.
Shoot guns off at the house.
Oh my gosh, I've got it. You trick or treat for beer and steak, right? You do that, and then every other couple doors. Hey, baby, what's your dream?
Trick or treat, hookers and blow.
That's right. You want to trick or treat in Stormy Daniels' neighborhood?
Oh yes.
Not so much Alyssa Milano cookies. You don't want to do that. That's going to be a trick or ding dong. I was just thinking about my daughter trick or treating in this Me Too world. Right? That's not what you want to do.
No.
You don't want to trick or treat in Bill Cosby's neighborhood.
No, because you won't remember it the next day.
Well, and there's nobody home.
That's true.
That's true.
His wife is still there.
Oh, that's true. He's like,
wow.
Listen, make sure not to use the Snickers bars in the blue bag because that's putting the Snickers in your...
Wow. Deuce 5 learned since I'm half Filipino and Elizabeth Warren is 1,024th American Indian, I suppose that makes me approximately 515 times more Filipino than she is Native American.
I was told there would be no math.
Wow, my
head
head
the show
hurts
closed today.
After that one.
Told there would be no math.
Really hurts my head. And 1,024th Native Taint Sleeve learned, guys, Deborino's scarf is concealing an Adam's apple.
Maybe she just grew the hair out for the business, and I'm okay with that. Listen, if I thought it was a viable business, I'd grow my hair out. I'd say it was a tranny or something.
You can't say tranny.
I just said tranny. What do you mean I can't say it?
That's so offensive. You cannot say tranny. It's
I just said it.
Sexual.
What do you mean I can't say it?
You
Look, it's
can't say tranny.
What do you mean in today's politically correct world?
And you can't say bomb on a plane.
Okay.
Okay, well, the good news is we're not politically correct, so.
It does help, doesn't it?
It does. That is it.
Feels so good.
By the way, I did not get to those new numbers on procrastination, but that is all on me. I will get to them tomorrow. Brad Staggs, what, if anything, do I have coming up tomorrow?
Oh, you will not believe the fabulous things we were going to be discussing on tomorrow's show.
What does Matt Locke of the Conservative Cartel have coming up immediately following us on MoJo 50?
Elizabeth Warren. Those two words will surely
Hi,
ring
how
out.
are you? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Yes.
All right. Remember today's Daily Mojo brought to you, or is
Ron Phillips.
Ron Phillips
That
production.
guy over there, yes.
6 Semper Tyrannis. Good night, Steve Cannon. Wherever you are. Now, you go home. It wasn't the Ron Phillips. It was the production that was